quarterbacks. But, first things first, you got to give your props to Kurt Cignetti. He actually smiled. I seen it. He actually got some enjoyment out of winning the national championship last night. Indiana is your national champion. I can't believe the words are coming out of my mouth in a sport other than basketball, and hell, even that was – I had never seen that either. But you would have thought they'd have done it in basketball before they did it in football.
I am convinced there is some fat kid playing college football 26 right now in Bloomington, Indiana, and he is controlling the matrix betwixt we are all living.
The fact that Indiana went 16-0, wins the national championship over the Miami Hurricanes, and you knew when it came down to the end of the game and there was a chance to win on the line, Carson Beck.
You know, you take that thing I said yesterday about Caleb Williams, just replace Carson Beck. Carson Beck giveth, Carson Beck taketh away.
And that he did. That last heave to the end zone was nowhere near championship level.
And you knew it was coming.
Absolutely.
I never, at any point in that drive, I was like, maybe he finds a way to not do it. Maybe Malachi Toney is that good. By the way, 2 years from now, we're going to be talking about that kid in this week a lot.
NFL draft prospect / star waiting to happen.
I think that's probably my last year here in Asheville.
Oh, yeah?
I think it's full circle. We go from Kadarius Toney, the last need that we needed, to Malachi Toney, the first need that we needed.
Yes,
for me, that's full circle. I think that's the universe telling me in 2027. Or actually, 2028, I will be moving on.
Oh, okay.
To other things.
Very good. All right. We have a timeline, gang.
Yeah, me and Dan Patrick, we're on the same timeline.
Nice. Moving on to greener pastures. All right. Well, last night, Indiana did that thing that Indiana has done to every team that they played this year.
They just don't make mistakes.
Don't get fancy. Just stay with the game plan. Stick with it. It'll eventually work. They had, 5 drives of, more than 8 minutes yesterday?
They just monopolized the ball.
Right. Just hold on to the ball. Play discipline.
Fernando Mendoza, I'm not going to say I'm not sold. I think today we're going to revisit our quarterback power rankings. There is a spot where I feel like Fernando Mendoza is going to live. And certain teams, the Raiders, namely, would probably be fine with where he's going to live. I don't see all pro. I see Tyler Shuck. That's what I see in him. And I actually like Shuck a little bit better. He's just significantly older and has injury issues.
My question is, what does he do wrong? What is not good about his game?
It's not what he does wrong. It's from an evaluator standpoint, the thing you have to look at with a quarterback is where are you going to improve? All right, so when you look at Fernando Mendoza, what is it that you look at and go, in the NFL, he's going to get better at blank? Okay, so this is what scouting is we're trying to find holes in your game and things that you do really well. I don't think Fernando Mendoza does anything. One. All right, so the way we do rankings, 1 is perfect, 5 is completely flawed.
So he's not exceptional at anything.
Exactly. He's a 2 at a lot of things. He's a 3 at basically everything he doesn't do well. Where is the growth coming? Where is he going to get better? Is his arm going to get bigger? No, probably not. Is he going to get better dealing with the blitz? Maybe. I don't really think so. I mean, he's got a prototypical build. He's 6'5", 225. You couldn't ask for better.
Right.
I think he is a good deep ball thrower. I think he is, after last night, he's tough as a pine knot. Because if he wasn't, there would have been a time last night that you would have gotten to see his brother. I mean, so you can't withstand that. Miami was punishing him. I still do not understand. In a targeting era, how did we have a targeting on a quarterback and every official went, nope, didn't see excrement. I mean, he hit him underneath the chin. Absolutely launched right up into it. Nothing.
Most of the helmet was on the shoulder.
But is he special at anything? And my answer to that is in large part no.
Right.
He doesn't make huge mistakes. So I think he could have a career that's very similar to the front and back of Russell Wilson. Not with the mobility, just with the I'm not going to turn the ball over. I'm not going to be the one that wins games. I don't think I'm going to be the one that loses them either. There's a merit to that in the NFL.
Yes.
Because when we unveil this list, I believe you're going to see a very, very simplistic split of haves and haven'ts.
From the lesser trained eye, when I see Fernando Mendoza, I see a quarterback who gets results, right? It's positive plays, very few negative plays, and somehow knows what to do in the moment, right? The scramble last night for the touchdown was a perfect example of a guy who just happens to see the field in a way that he can get the most for his team in that particular moment. You listen to the way that he talks, and we make fun of the robotic way that he talks, but I also feel like that's a lot that's who he is. That's him being open to this is how my brain works. And he's very regimented and covers all bases and I don't know, he just seems like he has it all there mentally. I don't know if the physical traits will relate to the NFL, because take the touchdown last night in the fourth quarter, right? That he scrambles, breaks a tackle, goes across the goal line, and absolutely got smushed.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, in the NFL, he's gonna break a lot of things. His jaw, his collarbone, 5 or 6 ribs, maybe a hip, a jejunum. That looked like I don't know exactly what a jejunum is, but that looked like a jejunum piercing hit.
It was a jejunum buster. That's what we call them.
No doubt.
In the business. And that was my point. Like if he does that in the NFL, or when he does that in the NFL, pray to God that he doesn't break in half. And I'm not saying that he's reckless or that I would ding him for something like that.
He's very under control.
Yeah.
See, to me, Fernando Mendoza is one of those that I swear to you, I'm not saying this to be a jerk. I'm really not. He's going to be one of those that's going to teach me the haves and have-nots when it comes to evaluating quarterbacks. Because if you're telling me that this kid's going to be a top 10 talent, I hate to tell you this, no, he's not.
Mm-hmm.
It's not there.
Mm-hmm.
And, I take great pride in when it comes to quarterbacks, there's not been an analyst in the country that's been more accurate than me. If you don't believe me, trust me, some of them will tell you that too. I just look at him and go, the ceiling is low. It's not scary low. It's not terrifyingly low. It's not anything like that. The floor is very appeasing. I just think there's very little room in between those two.
Mm-hmm.
I don't love that. See, I know you're not a big Cam Ward guy. You never were. He didn't do anything this year to really amp you up. Cam Ward's special is so far ahead of Fernando Mendoza that it's comical.
Mm-hmm.
Jackson Dart, I would say the same thing. Mm-hmm. When I see Fernando Mendoza, I see kind of a poor man's Tyler Shuck.
It's a solid double to me.
No doubt.
For the Las Vegas Raiders, the number 1 pick, you're not hitting a home run with this quarterback. But you can hit a solid double.
No doubt. You can build a team around him. Look at Bo Nix. I hated Bo Nix.
No doubt.
You have built a team around him that it can work. Do I think a lot of it's smoke and mirrors? Absolutely. That doesn't mean it's bad. We talked about this on my show last night. Quarterback play has never been worse than it is right now. It just hasn't. I went through and did the top 32, every team's NFL starting quarterback right now, and I ranked them 1 to 32. It was shocking that I got to 8 and went, I'm having to make a lot of excuses for every guy from here down.
Mm-hmm.
And it just got worse and worse and worse till I got to the bottom and went, oh, bother. I got to the bottom of this, and I went full Winnie the Pooh, just, I don't believe that's an NFL quarterback.
And oddly enough, his quarterback wasn't the last one on the list.
No, my quarterback's ranking starts with a 2.
Ooh.
That should tell you how bad the 3 threes are.
Fernando is
That's the old George Carlin line.
Right.
Never slept with a 10. But one week I did meet 5.2s.
He's been super entertaining, and if you missed out on it, you missed out on it. We got one great year of a great college quarterback, but I'm afraid that's all he's ever really going to be. He could possibly be a playoff quarterback, but I don't know that he's a Super Bowl quarterback. If he's a game changer, right? He's not that franchise quarterback that everybody's just piling on to get.
So is it untoward to say that I don't know how many more of those we're going to get? I really don't. So this is the time of the year where I start going back 5 years.
Yep.
I go 5 years, 3 years, 1 year.
Mm-hmm.
And I reevaluate what draft classes look like. What I'm finding a lot of is C.J. Stroud. You're good enough because you have arm talent. You're not a good NFL quarterback because your brain's not there. When things go downhill, and I'm finding this a lot, and I have a theory as to why this is. When excrement rolls downhill, it snowballs fast for a lot of these quarterbacks. You just don't have the Brady, the Manning, the Rivers, the Breeze. We had that for a lot of years. Mm-hmm. Now we've got 2, maybe 3, depends on how you feel about 3. We got a couple more that are just stupidly talented, but there's a big drawback with them. Mm. Then you got about, I'll say, 7 more that are in about the same boat of, my God, you're so talented. But the mental lapses are infuriating. And then you get to 14 and go, holy sheep shearer, how did we get here? I mean, it's from 14 down, it's a joke.
Yeah.
I keep looking at the name at 14 going, is there a time in my lifetime that name would be at 14? No, it's here because we're taking quarterbacks from an early age. It used to, when we were kids, the best player on every football team played what position?
Quarterback.
It was running back because running backs got the ball all the time because we played these power Maryland triple option offenses, and I wanted to get my best player the ball. What's funny is that I've had this theory for years. I just never let it roll downhill. Now the 2 most athletic guys on every team play what 2 positions?
Wide receiver and quarterback.
Bingo. What do we have in droves every year? Wide receivers. Because I don't need you to really understand the game. I need you to be big, fast, have good hands, and be willing to go across the middle and get killed. Mm-hmm. Quarterback is nuanced. There is so much that goes into that position that probably 0.00001% of the population could even stand back there and do it and not excrement in their pants. But we never developed these guys. And so you see a guy like Fernando Mendoza who he just never makes the mistake. This kid was a 2 or 3-star recruit, depending on which service you're looking at, for a reason. It's because athletically, he's super limited. Arm, he's super limited. He had 3 really good receivers at Indiana. 2 of them are going to go in this draft. Surratt, I think he'll probably be in the top 50. Omar Cooper will probably be somewhere in the early hundreds. Mm-hmm. Then you got Charlie Becker, however you say his. I've heard both. I don't know which one it is. He'll be in the top 50 probably next year, and they get Nick Marsh next year. The problem with that is that you take a quarterback like Mendoza who just never makes a mistake. And you see it in college, and it's so untoward because even the high-level guys, Lenora Sellers, that you and I are just in love with from an athletic standpoint, he makes these unbelievably stupid decisions that you just can't wrap your head around. Mm-hmm. And then you translate that to the NFL. You know who else does that? Josh Allen. He has a very low single-digit number next to his name. Mm-hmm. You know who else does that? Drake May. He has a very low single-digit number next to his name. You know who else does that? Trevor Lawrence. Justin Herbert. I can do this for a long time. You're not getting the cerebral assassin that you had in Tom Brady, that you had in Peyton Manning, that you had in Drew Brees. Even Phillip Rivers. He made mistakes, but I could always draw the line of why he made the mistake. Carson Beck last night. I know why he threw that ball. I don't understand how he didn't get the read of, okay, if I'm going to throw this, it either has to land out of bounds or my guy has to make a play on it. Mm-hmm. That's just a lack of arm talent.
He threw it 20 yards short.
And so you evaluate these guys as time goes on, and you start seeing these things, and it's the same issue that I see with every quarterback, and you go, why is this happening? Because the guys like Mendoza, that's what I want. I want the guy like Pat Mahomes, like Josh Allen, like Drake May, like Fernando Mendoza. They were undersold, and they understand the game to such a point. The difference between the three I said and the one that's in this draft class, those three are athletic freaks. They're all three big. Two of them are very big. They're very fast. They're very mobile. They have very big arms, and the mistakes are there. Mahomes less than the other two. But I can deal with it because there's so much special. I don't see special with Mendoza.
Right.
I just see you. I love your reference. I think he's going to hit a lot of singles and doubles. Every once in a while, he'll leg out a triple, but there's not many balls going over that fence because he doesn't have that kind of power.
Brock Purdy. I mean, it's that.
I like Mendoza better than Purdy.
But I'm saying it's that kind of game manager, just hold it down, don't make the mistake. That's the kind of offense or system that he will thrive in. I don't think that he is number one glitz and glamour. Look at the Heisman winner. It's more of a, well,
no.
I'm actually getting a solid investment, I think.
For sure. But now it, to me, gets more interesting. And I thought about this all night last night. You know, you and I did the live stream. We did the second half after my Greenville show, which, by the way, warrior. Tank lasted till the end of that game. I thought he would tap out. You never cease to amaze me at your ability to just be #built different.
Just get it.
I couldn't stop thinking about one thing because I think we're 99% Mendoza's going to the Raiders. Yeah. If they don't make a move on another quarterback, there is a rumor out there that I keep hearing it. And I don't think it's going to happen, but I do at least have to say it. But what I get stuck with Mendoza is, okay, who's the best coach? I finally missed my first coach-team pairing last night with Bob Saleh going to the Titans. We're going to talk about that later in the show, too. But I've thought on this for an entire night, and I think I finally found the coach that needs to go to the Raiders.
You're in the Sportsocracy. We'll tell you who that is coming up next on ESPN Asheville.
This show contains information subject to, but not limited to, personal takes, rumors, not so accurate stats, and plenty more. What's up, man? This your boy Nav Green from the Broken Play Podcast. Look, it's the end of the season. The playoffs are here. But guess what? It ain't the end of your season. You can always tune in with Broken Play Podcast with Nav Green on the Black Effect Podcast Network. Not a team who ain't going to the playoffs. The Chiefs.
Oh, it's a wrap.
It's time to rebuild. Open your free iHeartRadio app. Search Broken Play with Nav Green and listen now.
This football season, Bears Smokehouse Barbecue is where the fans feast. Catch every game Thursday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday on big screens with booming sound, cold drinks, and the best barbecue in town. Bring your crew and tackle the game day grub package. A dozen wings, a pound of pork or chicken, a full rack of ribs, 3 pints of sides, and slider rolls, feeding 4 hungry fans. Whether you're cheering for touchdowns or just here for the ribs, Bears is the ultimate game day destination. Bears Barbecue in downtown Asheville. Your home for football where the fans feast.
It's the moment you dream of, the moment you work for, train for, run winged sprints when nobody's watching for, the moment when hours of gym time, court time, prep time, all culminate into this time, the moment when millions of bounces, blocks, and boards all add up to this, your moment. Ingles, we're with you every step of the way.
Selling your home? Don't settle for average. Our real estate team at Clarissa Sells WNC and eXp Realty offers Zillow Showcase, an exclusive AI-powered listing experience available to just the top 10% of all listings in our area. With immersive media, cutting-edge design, and elevated marketing, Showcase listings, they go pending quicker and sell for up to $9,000 more than standard listings. Ready to stand out in a crowded market? Give our team a call today, 828-774-6343, because your home deserves the spotlight.
Mountain Graphics and Showtime Sports have teamed up under a new local owner to serve our community with the finest custom apparel and unique branded items at the best price. Mountain Graphics and Showtime Sports can customize whatever you, your team, or your local group may need with high-quality screen printing, embroidery, and laser engraving. Visit mtngraphicsavl.com or showtimesportsavl.com. That's mtngraphicsavl.com or showtimesportsavl.com for your local one-stop custom apparel shops.
This is J.W. Whitley, General Manager at Parks Ford of Hendersonville. Our value of commitment, committed to you as our customers and the community that we serve. To do better, be better every day. That's the Parks Promise. Experience the Parks Promise today at parksfordhendersonville.com.
ESPN Asheville, broadcasting from the Ingles studio at Radio Ranch. Log on to ESPNAVL.com and make us your number one preset on the iHeartRadio app. ESPN Asheville, number one for sports coverage in the mountains.
This football season, Bear Smokehouse Barbecue is where the fans feast. Catch every game Thursday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday on big screens with booming sound, cold drinks, and the best barbecue in town. Bring your crew and tackle the game day grub package. A dozen wings, a pound of pork or chicken, a full rack of ribs, 3 pints of sides, and slider rolls, feeding 4 hungry fans. Whether you're cheering for touchdowns or just here for the ribs, Bears is the ultimate game day destination. Bears Barbecue in downtown Asheville, your home for football, where the fans feast.
The Sportsocracy.
You are a regular nuclear meltdown. You better cool off.
We're back in the Sportsocracy. This is ESPN Asheville. Today is
Power Rankings Tuesday.
And it is. We'll power rank the NFL's quarterbacks following, well, the wonderful weekend of college, or the wonderful weekend of quarterback play that we had in the NFL. I mean, it was so illuminating, wasn't it? Just so reassuring about the future of this league in really secure hands. How many turnovers did we have in the it was 20?
20, I think.
20? That's a bunch. See, this is usually the moment where you play your best going into the Super Bowl. Like, we're supposed to be playing better football right now. And teams didn't get that didn't get that message, because we're on pace. There's got to break a record. We're probably on pace, well on pace, to have the NFL playoffs with the most turnovers.
We may already be there.
We might. 20 in one weekend, that's rare. I don't think I can remember that, especially when you had one game that had 8 of them. Oh, C.J. Stroud, buddy.
Had another game with 6.
Yikes. It was rough. It was a rough weekend for some quarterbacks. But it is a Power Rankings Tuesday. Welcome back in. Hope everybody had a nice little day off yesterday.
I mean, we didn't. We still worked.
Well, I mean, kind of.
Hashtag built different. I mean, I worked. I did. My God.
You did 3 shows.
I did 3 shows yesterday.
Yeah.
And did a couple other interviews. And was referenced on another podcast.
There you go.
The pinnacle of draft coverage. Mm-hmm. I want a shirt that says that.
The pinnacle.
It's what Logan Paulson called me yesterday. The pinnacle of draft coverage.
Logan, please stop doing that. He doesn't need your help to grow his ego.
My ego's so big that I strap it in a seatbelt when I drive down the road. Mm-hmm. I talk to it like it's another person. Mm-hmm. And then when smart people, Logan Paulson's legit the smartest guy I know in the NFL. To hear him say that, I just go, it feels good. That is affirmation that I could get behind.
That's all we needed. That's all we needed. All right. So, what's your big revelation here? What have you figured out about the Raiders' job?
So I've looked at every coach that the Raiders have completed interviews with, requested.
Okay.
There's only one answer that makes sense, and I'm going to cull them pretty quick.
Mm-hmm.
So if you look at that franchise, what do you have to build that franchise on? Because you're basically building this out of sticks.
The number 1 pick in the draft.
Bingo. You have to build it around the offense. Because of your best players, your former number 6 overall pick, Ashton Genty, is your running back. Your best pass catcher is Brock Bowers by a mile. Mm-hmm. And you're getting ready to add Fernando Mendoza.
I was going to say, you just drafted him 3 years ago in the top 12.
He was 11.
He was like 11.
Yeah. So that eliminates for me Jesse Minter, Ajira Avero, Matt Nagy, Vance Joseph. You also requested Mike LaFleur. Let me just give you a solid piece of advice. Don't do that. He was my OC. Don't do that. You won't like how it goes. There are 2 names left that I look at because Kevin Stefanski's already taken the Atlanta job. There are 2 names left. I like one better than the other. It's either Clint Kubiak,
okay,
or it's the one I'm going with,
uh-huh,
Davis Webb.
All right.
It's a quarterback's coach in Denver. Every quarterback that's ever worked with him has absolutely loved him. He is a quarterback whisperer. He was a quarterback on the field. Now, I'm not going to be mad if you go Clint Kubiak, because Clint Kubiak just took a Seattle team that had one receiver, a running back that has not lived up to expectations, and a quarterback that has some limitations behind an offensive line that leaves a little bit to be desired. Does that sound familiar? Because that's exactly what he would walk into with the Raiders. I'm not going to be mad about Kubiak. I think Davis Webb is the one guy that I see in this cycle where I go, that kid understands quarterbacks so well that if there is anything more to get out of Mendoza, he'll get it.
Mm-hmm.
Here's the other layer of him. What does his staff look like?
I don't know.
He's going to have 2 former coaches as his coordinators. This kid's never even called plays. So you're going to see some arranged marriage of it's Davis Webb's the head coach, Mike McDaniel's the OC, and Brian Flores. And I'm making these names up. I didn't go as far as to, well, now who did he play for? Although Brian Daboll is one of them. You're going to have that kind of staff. That's what I want. I want as many smart guys in as humanly possible in that room. But I need a quarterback whisperer. Because I think Kirk Cignetti is the best coach we have in football right now, college or pro. And I'm not sure it's all that close. This is Nick Saban all over again. I have been fighting this battle leading up to the Shrine and Senior Bowl for 2 weeks now. I don't like any of those Indiana players as much as everybody else does because I don't think any of them have a ceiling. I've seen what you can do. Kirk Cignetti got everything you had. And I used to say this with Nick Saban. And you know what's funny? A lot of those Alabama players came into the NFL, they didn't get any better. That's what I'm worried about with Indiana. I need somebody that can come in here and be the quarterback guru. And I'm telling you, I've been down this rabbit hole with coaches before. I haven't heard many that no one has a negative thing to say about them.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't heard one negative word about Davis Webb.
Okay.
Every smart person I know tells me how smart Davis Webb is.
Where's Josh McCown now? Where's he
Minnesota.
at? He's in Minnesota.
Mm-hmm.
He's
the OC.
I was going to say there would be a connection there, but he's already got an OC job.
He does. The McCown, I wouldn't hate McCown as the coach. I don't think you can go there because it was so bad with McCarthy. Mm-hmm. But McCown probably comes with Brian Flores. I've always heard those two were a package.
I was going to say Davis Webb played under or with Josh McCown in Houston, right?
Maybe.
Because he was on that staff as a quarterback's coach forever, it felt like. 5-6 years.
Maybe.
After he stopped playing. So, I mean, maybe there's a connection there that he gets he just raids Minnesota.
He could. But that's where I'm going. This can't be a defensive coach.
Right.
And I liked Robert Saleh there because I think Robert Saleh's a really good coach. I don't think any of the coaches we have left, I don't think any of them are great coaches.
Mm-hmm.
I think you're going to have to grow with them, and you're going to have to do what New Orleans did with Kellen Moore. Do you see how I keep making references to New Orleans? Because if I'm the Raiders, that's my blueprint.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to hire a coach that's a young offensive. I don't want to say either of the two G words. I don't want to say guru or genius. A young offensive guy that's going to come in here and work with Mendoza, work with the offense, and I'm going to completely farm the defense out to somebody else. I need somebody that's been a coach, a head coach, somebody that's been in this league a long time, and that's going to be more of the game day ops guy. That's going to be the one in his ear telling him when to call timeouts, because I'm hiring you to make the most out of Fernando Mendoza. Because if I get this wrong, none of the rest of it matters. And you don't have a choice. There is no other quarterback here. I don't care if you are legally blind. There is not a quarterback in this class that you can justify. It's Mendoza or nothing.
Tom Brady making the calls with the Raiders makes you think.
Doesn't hurt with Tom being in the room either.
And it makes you think like what Patriots tie is there. Brian Flores. Right?
Yeah,
he was a New England guy.
I forgot about the deal in Miami. I forgot how involved Brady was with that.
Right.
They have kind of an odd relationship. I don't know.
And maybe that
is.
bridge is burned.
I mean, look, it's not like we're sitting here over dinner talking about what he thinks about Brian Flores. So I'm reading tea leaves.
You're spitballing. You're right.
Of okay, where could this go?
Mm-hmm. Make an educated guess. And that's about the best that we can do at this point. Rob Saleh, that's where all this started. Rob Saleh gets the Tennessee Titans job. Feels like a very lateral move for him, but hey. I mean, going from New York to Tennessee, that's not really an upgrade.
Oh, it's an upgrade in one very specific spot. What is that? I'll tell you exactly what it is and why I actually like this hire more than you might think.
That coming up next on ESPN Asheville, 92.9 FM, 880 AM, 1400, and everywhere on the iHeartRadio app. This is the Sportsocracy.
ESPN Asheville, your mountain weather forecast.
Mostly sunny skies and colder force out here this afternoon. Winds gusting out of the north-northwest at times to 20 miles per hour or more. Highs mid-30s. 19 tonight. Breezy and milder for tomorrow with increasing afternoon clouds on Wednesday. High temperatures in the upper part of the 40s. Slight chance for late rain or freezing rain Wednesday night into early Thursday. Sunshine mixing in with the clouds Thursday afternoon, low 50s. I'm Ken Boone with the Weather Channel.
This report is sponsored by Capital One.
Capital One is a founding partner of iHeart Women's Sports Network. Earn unlimited double miles on every purchase with the Capital One Venture X Business Card. Big purchasing power means you can spend more and earn more. The Capital One Venture X Business Card. What's in your wallet? Terms apply. See CapitalOne.com for details.
Snapshot from Progressive wasn't created for just anybody. Oh no, we made it for you. Smooth accelerators. When that light turns green, you're off. Like a warm knife through firm butter. Going from 0 to the speed limit in an appropriate amount of time. Sure, your car has horsepower, but your horses prance around as silky smooth as your right foot. Fancy Prancerton. With Snapshot, safe drivers like you get personalized rates based on your driving habits. Sign up today at Progressive.com. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Snapshot not available in California or from all agents.
That's the sound of James adding long-lasting Gain scent boosters to his laundry this morning. Several hours later, James sniffs the irresistible scent of Gain on his shirt. Gain. Several hours later, James has even caught the attention of his mother-in-law, and she never gives him attention.
Ooh, you smell amazing, James.
Oh, thanks, Mom. I love you too.
I never said that.
Add Gain scent boosters to your laundry. Add joy to your day.
Listening to your favorite podcast
and taking your favorite radio station with you to the gym or across the country.
That's one app.
The free iHeartRadio app.
Stop paying for apps you don't need.
Rediscover the app that's probably already on your phone. iHeartRadio.
The #1 app for radio.
Welcome to the Ingalls Table, a delicious destination with recipes galore. Need to whip up a dessert, entree, side dish? No problem. The experts from the Ingalls Table take you through it step by step, with expert tips and advice along the way. Find the Ingalls Table at ingalls-markets.com or swing by the store and pick up your free copy of the Ingalls Table magazine. And let's get cooking. Ingalls, low prices, love the savings.
I'm Coley Duffy.
I'm Cody Ward.
And
we're the Chainsaw Brothers.
Actually, we're cousins. A few days after Helene, we was in the driveway having a couple beers, waiting on the power to come back on. And we heard so many people calling, needing trees removed, and couldn't afford it.
So I called my dad to borrow a chainsaw, and over the next few months, we cleared trees for our neighbors. Our business was born out of wanting to help Western North Carolina get back on our feet.
We are fully insured and licensed. We keep our promises, meaning if we say we're going to be there, we'll be there. In these parts, we live how we were raised.
When you call the Chainsaw Brothers, you're not a customer, you're family. We're good at what we do, and we do it for a reasonable cost.
For all your chainsaw needs, call the Chainsaw Brothers. 828-316-1013. Or find us on Facebook. See how we treat our family.
Are you still covered up with storm damage and debris?
Call us about our daily rates at 828-316-1013. That's 828-316-1013. We're the Chainsaw Brothers, and with our neighbors, we are Western North Carolina strong.
Woohoo!
Boy, you must be outside your mind.
The Sportsocracy.
Just a bit outside. He tried the corner and missed.
Welcome back into the Sportsocracy. Follow us on all the socials at the Sportsocracy. Megan and Christiana have been doing a hell of a job trying to keep us in the algorithm on the socials. We're proud to have them working for us here and helping us work against the system.
Nobody works for us. We're entirely too stupid to have anybody work for us.
Technically. Anyway, the valuation of this program has gotten much bigger with them involved. The valuation of college football programs. Anybody see this study? Just released the new report from the Wall Street Journal that gives us the most valuable college football programs. Jeremy, did you see it?
I did not.
Would you like to take a guess at who is number one?
Texas.
That's right. Would you like to take a guess at the number on what
Lord.
program is worth?
This is just total valuation.
This is total valuation.
I'm only going to ask one stupid question.
Okay.
Does it start with a buh or a muh?
A buh.
Yeah, that's what I thought. 1.4 billion?
1.4 billion, that is the valuation for the Notre Dame Fighting Irish.
Wow.
1.4 billion. That puts them sixth.
Wow.
In college football. The number one program is the Texas Longhorns, and that football program, according to the Wall Street Journal, is worth $2.2 billion.
Wow.
15 teams exceeded $1 billion, including 14 from the SEC or the Big Ten. The one outlier was Notre Dame at 6. You had Longhorns as the highest adjusted revenue from 2025 at $298 million, followed by Texas A&M at $218, LSU at $213, and Nebraska at $197 million. That, my friends, that's numbers that I did not expect to see.
That's even higher than what I thought, and I thought I might be high.
Whew. I'm trying. There's no.
By the way, college football, it's for all the issues that we have, it's doing just fine. Numbers, everything, we're good.
I can only see the top 20 here, and there's only one program within spitting distance of here that falls into the top 20.
Georgia or Clemson.
Well, okay. I mean, we'll include Georgia in the within spitting distance.
Or Tennessee.
Tennessee was the one I was looking at right over the hill in Knoxville.
Clemson's not in the top 20?
They are not.
Wow. I mean, I'm not surprised. I guess I am kind of surprised.
$1.114 billion is the valuation for the Tennessee Volunteers.
And that puts them 10?
13th.
That's about right.
13th. And then you got Auburn, Iowa, USC, Florida, Wisconsin, Oregon, and number 20, Colorado.
Colorado's
that's a funky one.
Colorado's comes from Dion.
Oh yeah, $870 million.
Yeah, they have. So the thing with Colorado is that they're going to get a lot of latitude on social media because everything they do on social media is aces because of Dion.
Now let's put this into
where would they
perspective.
be if he left?
I would love to know what the number skews if you take out the Longhorn Network. They make a lot of money.
They do
on that specific TV deal that they have.
It's not as much as you think.
I just wonder how much of that $2.2 billion.
How much was two?
Texas A&M was at 1.5, so they're $700 million roughly.
You take out the Longhorn Network, I'll say there's still one, but it's markedly closer.
Yes, yeah. Would you put that value at like $500 million?
Probably $500 million was the number in my head
on the network. So. Yeah. Anyway, there you have it. College football continues to grow, at least as far as the valuation is concerned. I will be interested to see the number for the TV rating for last night's national championship after the semifinal games dropped 11%.
It'll be a big old biggin.
It should be, because that was a fantastic
It'll be somewhere
game.
in the 20s.
You said built different. That's the only time I'm built different. If you give me actual, honest-to-God, good football down to the end, it was awesome.
It was hard-hitting. It was fantastic.
Absolutely. That was a hell of a game last night.
So your story, it was about college football.
Yeah.
What is the furthest away from that I can go? Because I think I have found a story about a sport that is the polar opposite of college football.
Did you find a story about the Youngstown State water polo team?
No.
Okay.
Norwegian ski jumping.
Oh, I was so close.
We have a Norwegian ski jumping scandal.
Yes.
So what is the I don't know much about ski jumping, but I do know at least the answer to the question I'm getting ready to ask.
Okay, all right.
What is the objective of that sport?
To jump as far as you can.
Yes. You want to jump further.
Yes.
How do you do that?
You go faster down the ramp.
Going faster is one way.
Right.
Also creating surface tension while you're in the air.
Uh-huh.
Because if you've ever seen the suits that they wear while they do this, they kind of look like flying squirrels.
Yes.
Because everything is pleated.
Mm-hmm.
So you have more surface area to kind of hang you up almost like a parachute.
Yeah.
How do they measure those suits?
With measuring tape, I guess.
How do they measure what size your suit should be?
They measure your waist.
They measure everything on you.
Yeah.
And when I say everything,
Oh,
I
dear.
mean everything.
Oh, dear.
Now, there is a scandal. No one has been accused,
Okay.
but it is said to be rampant.
Uh-huh.
They're using an hyaluronic acid.
Uh-huh.
So I don't know what exactly this does. I know the result. When you inject it into things, it makes skin sag.
Okay.
It's kind of the opposite of Botox.
Okay.
So apparently some of the Norwegian team has been injecting this into their because it's from the furthest point. So if you inject this into your nether region, droops down a little further. So it gives you more wind resistance in the crotchal region.
Mm-hmm.
This is a scandal that is shaking Olympic ski jumping. First of all, I've never cared about anything enough to put a needle that close to hum.
But why? Are you injecting yourself with it?
Because it makes it. I mean, I hate to go full Mike McDaniels here, but it's only going to make it bigger. So. I can't.
Red Bull gives you wings. I don't.
100%.
I don't understand why you would do this. This is ridiculous. Like the Lance Armstrong thing, I understood that. Like
Yes.
you go through the whole science of the pumping of the blood and and all of that. Like that made sense to me. This doesn't seem like you're cheating. It seems like you're hurting yourself.
Oh yeah.
Why? I mean, why are you?
Now
Why do you want what? Why do you want to create drag?
Now here's my question. Are you also using this to take your profile picture for OlympicVillage.com? Put your best foot forward, Hans.
Going for the gold.
Now I just need an Olympic ski jumper named Hans Gruber. Maybe drop the R. We have a handful of super chats. I knew he'd get it. It was going to take him a second, but I knew he'd get it.
It was a good one. Well,
Hans Gruber.
Show me the money, money. Show me the money. I like the cash. Show me the money.
We have a slew of super chats, so keep your finger near the button. First one's from Eamon Report that said the transfer portal is falafeling quarterback development. I don't disagree with you. Because, see, here's what's happening. You're getting these guys that are bouncing around like bouncy balls. They're never actually getting acclimated to a system. So they learn the brass tacks of 3 different systems. They never actually perfect anything. Then they come into the league, and now I got to learn another one. I don't actually have anything that I can defer to because I haven't mastered anything. I've spent so much of my time learning terminology and route trees, I never actually worked on me. I agree with Eamon Report. I think the transfer portal has – I don't know how big of an impact, but I will say it is having an impact.
But playing in those different systems, does that not open your playbook to what you can do? Because I've worked in so many systems, I can be more malleable to whatever system you're going to bring me into. That was one of the things that we talked about with Bo Nix.
Okay, have you ever heard of the Malcolm Gladwell 10,000-hour rule?
The
It takes you
sure
10,000
told me
hours
about
of doing something to perfect it.
Oh, yeah.
You spend the vast majority of your time just trying to perfect the system. You're not working on you.
Right.
See, the beauty of the way college football used to work is that you would get a kid that comes in as a freshman, maybe he redshirts, and I can spend all of my time working on installing the system in you with the objective of you playing 3 years from now or 2 years from now.
Mm-hmm.
Then, once you've got the system down, now I can start working on your deficiencies, your footwork, your eye discipline, your ability to get through progressions, how easily you get to the top of a drop. Just very stupid things that the average football fan is not going to think of.
Mm-hmm.
That's usually in year 2. That's why you used to see so many guys that would start either at the end of their sophomore year or at the beginning of their junior year. Because now I've rounded you into the quarterback I want. Now we've got that guy that's on his third team. I didn't play there, so I got to go somewhere I can start. Well, once I'm putting you in the starting lineup, I'm not working on your footwork anymore. I got 10 other guys on this offense that I have to get acclimated. I expect you to just be ready, but you're not. And we have all these teams that see a prospect, and they have a 5-star that went to Florida, and now, well, he wouldn't give us the time of day in a watch shop when he was a recruit, but now he'll come here. Well, that doesn't mean you're getting the best instruction either. Mm-hmm. And if you succeed, then you bounce on back to a bigger program again, and you just stay in a vicious cycle. I actually agree with Eamon. I think there is a merit to that.
Money. Yes, I'm talking about money.
Red Feather with a really good point about Indiana. Indiana's offense is full of one-read pass plays. No idea how the transition to reading coverage, drop, hit the receiver in rhythm is going to go. That's another good point about Fernando Mendoza. So I noticed, and if you remember, I talked about Mendoza in the offseason. Before the season started, I said, watch him at Indiana because I liked a lot of what I saw on tape. So I think NFL teams, when they do their full evaluation on Mendoza, you're going to have to go back to some of that Cal tape too. Not that it's a true NFL offense. It's not. It's just it's less pick and pop than Indiana was. Mm. To kind of see where Mendoza's acumen is in that, going through a progression. I feel like he went through a decent progression at least 20 to 30% of the time.
Yep.
It wasn't Clemson. Clemson, Cade Klubnik had 2 reads. You have one receiver or run. Those guys scare the hell out of me because they don't even know how to turn their head. I have seen guys at the combine, and I will say, going to the combine, the Senior Bowl, all these things, it has changed the way I evaluate to such a degree because I can watch these little subtle things. I can pull out my binoculars and watch these guys and watch how they roll through progressions. Some of them, it's blocky as all get out, and I know that sounds stupid. They don't know how to turn their head. So if you've got a 1 read on the left side and a 2 read on the right side, you've got to be able to shift your view but still see what your eyes came across. Some of these guys don't. Mm-hmm. It's like they blinked between 1 and 2, and they didn't see anything in between it because they never had to do it before. They don't know I need to see what's happening in between that. I'm looking at if I'm going from left to right, I'm looking at the safety coming down. Is the linebacker going back? Is the linebacker playing up? Was there a blitzer that now – when I look across the field, hey, wait a minute, where'd 52 go? Oh, excrement. That means he has to be behind me somewhere, which means I got to accelerate that clock. And so you start getting these guys that go into the NFL, they don't know how to do that. And that is higher-level quarterback play. And it's really hard to teach a guy that doesn't know how to do it.
Mm-hmm. Money from the money tree fall on me. Life's a lottery.
I even just looked at you like, just do it. Yeah. I know you wanted it.
I was fading it down. I wasn't going to do it.
Red C said, did you know that the Arizona Cardinals could go 17-0 for the next 13 seasons and still be under 500 as a franchise?
Woof.
Did you know that Indiana could win their next 147 games and they would still be under 500 as a college football franchise? And they're your reigning national champions.
They are indeed.
So never lose hope. There it is always possible.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
That's from our buddy Great North Sports, our resident Canadan here in the Sportsocracy. We've had 13 quarterbacks throw for 4 picks in a single playoff game since 2002. And if we drop to 3 picks, the number of quarterbacks jumps to 20. This isn't new. That's why defense wins championships. So I'm not going to Obviously, the stat is accurate. I'm not calling the stat. I would love to know, what does that list look like? Who are those quarterbacks? Because I think you're going to see a lot more Matt Schaub. You're going to see a lot more I'm trying to think of names over the years. I think you're going to see a lot of those mid-tier quarterbacks. That part's not new.
There'll be a Justin Herbert on there, won't there? Didn't he throw 4 in that Jacksonville game?
I believe he did, yeah. You're not going to see many guys that are top 5 in the NFL. You're not going to see many guys that are where I have Drake May or where I have Josh Allen, who had 4 turnovers. Because I'm going to be honest with you, I don't remember the highest of the high side ever doing things like that.
But there's also, how many times has it happened in the same playoffs?
The number.
That's where I'm piling on of, we've got to be hitting some kind of a record here. As far as, I mean, I know turnovers happen. Obviously, it's football. It's like earlier today I saw somebody post out one of those lists. Oh my God, look at all the ACL tears that we had this year in the NFL. We've got to do something about it. What should we do? I mean, is this the everybody needs grass argument again? Because I think we've already settled that's not how this is going to go. Maybe not. But it's the same amount of ACL injuries that we've dealt with for years now. There were 38 total last year in the NFL. There were 35 up to this point. Up to this weekend, there were 35 ACL tears.
And we had Charbonnet this week.
Right. So we're one step closer. Maybe the 35 includes Charbonnet. I don't know. But we still have 3 games to go. Mm-hmm. And I mean, we're kind of running on normal. There's nothing out of the ordinary here. I get what you're saying. Turnovers do happen, and I feel like they've happened a whole lot more this offseason than they have in recent years.
We have another comment from the YouTube, and then we'll hit our last super chat as we go into the bottom of the hour break.
Okay.
The first one's from Slicey McAllisface, which is my new favorite handle anyone has. Playing in different systems in college prepares you for getting a new offensive coordinator every year in the NFL.
True.
You're not wrong. The problem, and that's actually a really good point.
Baker's on 9 now,
which is insane. The problem with that is that you never get to a point where, if you were not a finished product, I'm going to start calling this my Bo Nix theory. Bo Nix had been in college football for so long, and he was the son of a coach. He is what he is. I'm not saying I'm softening. Oh, actually, I probably should say that. I am softening on Bo. I'm never going to get to the point of he's a top 12 quarterback in the NFL. But he knew what he was. Mm-hmm. Sean Payton knew exactly what he was. So he comes in here, and Sean's basically calling an offense that's catered to his deficiencies. There's a merit to that. Alternatively, you get a guy like Anthony Richardson. I still to this day don't actually know what he is. I know he's a big quarterback that can run. I have absolutely no clue beyond that. Mm-hmm. Because all I've seen is this raw ball of clay. And if you tell me that winds up in L.A. with Sean McVay and he has no pressure for 2 years and then all of a sudden he looks like an actual NFL starter a couple years from now, I'm not going to be stunned. How many coaches could I sit there not name Sean McVay? That list is not going to take all the piggies on my hand.
Yep.
But it's very few.
I'm glad you mentioned Bo Nix there, because I think that's what Las Vegas will get in Fernando Mendoza.
I believe they get a less mobile, probably less student of the game version of Bo Nix.
You're in the Sportsocracy. This is ESPN Asheville. Today is a Power Rankings Tuesday. We'll power rank the quarterbacks next.
ESPN Asheville. Your mountain weather forecast.
Mostly sunny skies and colder force out here this afternoon. Winds gusting out of the north-northwest at times to 20 miles per hour or more. Highs mid-30s. 19 tonight. Breezy and milder for tomorrow with increasing afternoon clouds on Wednesday. High temperatures in the upper part of the 40s. Slight chance for late rain or freezing rain Wednesday night into early Thursday. Sunshine mixing in with the clouds Thursday afternoon, low 50s. I'm Ken Boone with the Weather Channel.
This report is sponsored by Capital One.
Capital One is a founding partner of iHeart Women's Sports Network. Earn unlimited double miles on every purchase with the Capital One Venture X business card. Big purchasing power means you can spend more and earn more. The Capital One Venture X business card. What's in your wallet? Terms apply. See CapitalOne.com for details.
Are you running for office and have a message you want every voter in your district to hear? Well, that's where radio comes in. Radio is your direct line to morning commuters, midday grinders, and late nighters. Radio puts your message right where your voters are. Plus, it's 1/10 the time and cost of video. Don't just campaign. Connect with millions all over the country. Even thousands in the smallest communities with radio. Call now and be on air in just 48 hours. 844-844-IHEART. That's 844-844-IHEART.
Every morning, we rise and shine, make breakfast, and brush away the night's rest. These routines help us start the day off right. Nature-Made vitamins are a simple step in that daily care regimen. Multivitamins with daily essentials, clinically studied probiotics for gut health support, magnesium to help relax the body. Nature-Made is made to care for you every day. These statements have not been evaluated by the Food and Drug Administration. These products are not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease.
Howard Hanna Beverly Hanks Real Estate is not like other real estate companies. They're built differently. As the #1 family-owned real estate company in the U.S., proven expertise and personalized service delivers results. Let them show you how at Howard Hanna Beverly Hanks.
This is J.W. Whitley, General Manager at Parks Ford of Hendersonville. Our value of commitment. Committed to you as our customers and the community that we serve. To do better, be better every day. That's the Parks Promise. Experience the Parks Promise today at parksfordhendersonville.com.
Clarissa sells WNC as the #1 team in Buncombe County. We have the customer service experience to assist you in achieving your real estate goals. Our team offers something that 90% of listings in our market won't have, Zillow Showcase. Check us out at clarissasellswnc.com.
This is where it starts, where your story begins. This is the trail you blaze yourself. And step by step, you get stronger, faster, better. This is where it starts. How will you finish? Ingalls, we're with you every step of the way.
Sure, you know Appalachian Motor Coach is the official shuttle sponsor of the Living the Dream Tailgate Tour. But did you know that they can get you anywhere in style? Weddings, bachelor or bachelorette parties, corporate gatherings, family reunions, Appalachian Motor Coach makes the ride part of the fun. Luxury seating, climate control, and none of the stress of parking or driving. Appalachian Motor Coach gets you there relaxed, on time, and ready for the party. For more information, visit them at AppalachianMotorCoach.com. Appalachian Motor Coach, the best memories start on the ride.
I'm Coley Duffy.
I'm Cody Ward.
And
we're the Chainsaw Brothers.
Actually, we're cousins. A few days after Helene, we was in the driveway having a couple beers, waiting on the power to come back on. And we heard so many people calling, needing trees removed, and couldn't afford it.
So I called my dad to borrow a chainsaw, and over the next few months, we cleared trees for our neighbors. Our business was born out of wanting to help Western North Carolina get back on our feet.
We are fully insured and licensed. We keep our promises, meaning if we say we're going to be there, we'll be there. In these parts, we live how we were raised.
When you call the Chainsaw Brothers, you're not a customer, you're family. We're good at what we do, and we do it for a reasonable cost.
For all your chainsaw needs, call the Chainsaw Brothers. 828-316-1013. Or find us on Facebook. See how we treat our family.
Are you still covered up with storm damage and debris?
Call us about our daily rates at 828-316-1013. That's 828-316-1013. We're the Chainsaw Brothers, and with our neighbors, we are Western North Carolina strong.
Woohoo! Did you know that Ingalls sells more organics than any other grocery store? Or that they run their own dairy? Or that they only serve USDA choice and prime meat? Or that they donate 3,956 meals a day to local food banks? Well, now you do. It's all in the bag.
Clarissa sells WNC as the #1 team in Buncombe County. We have the customer service experience to assist you in achieving your real estate goals. Our team offers something that 90% of listings in our market won't have, Zillow Showcase. Check us out at clarissasellswnc.com.
Sure, you know Appalachian Motor Coach is the official shuttle sponsor of the Living the Dream Tailgate Tour. But did you know that they can get you anywhere in style? Weddings, bachelor or bachelorette parties, corporate gatherings, family reunions, Appalachian Motor Coach makes the ride part of the fun. Luxury seating, climate control, and none of the stress of parking or driving. Appalachian Motor Coach gets you there relaxed, on time, and ready for the party. For more information, visit them at AppalachianMotorCoach.com. Appalachian Motor Coach, the best memories start on the ride.
Asheville's #1 sports station, ESPN Asheville, WPEK, W225CJ Fairview, WMXF Waynesville, an iHeart radio station. Guaranteed human.
Now here's your chance to win $1,000. Just enter this nationwide keyword on our website. Pay. That's pay. Enter it now.
Your chance to win is at ESPNAVL.com. Good luck.
The Sportsocracy.
It fires me up, man. I love it. Say it one more time.
The Sportsocracy.
Shake it back!
Beer City's best sports talk.
It is gross.
Just earlier.
They are mature, actually. You just have to get to know them better.
Your lunchtime dose of dumbassery. Live from the Ingalls studio.
And welcome back into the Sportsocracy. It is ESPN Asheville, 92.9 FM, 880 AM, 1400. There it is, right up on the television above your head, Jeremy. An actual, honest-to-God, Kurt Signetti smile.
You don't see him very often.
No.
Very rare.
No. I mean, well, hell, we were going to have to send him to some sort of a doctor if winning the national championship didn't elicit a little happiness out of that man. Unbelievable to me still to think that 3 years ago he was the coach at James Madison.
Oh, I'm going to share this to our social media right now. A beat writer for Indiana saved a picture from his first game in the Kurt Signetti era.
Mm-hmm.
The stadium. I've seen more people in a gym for a JV girls basketball game at Irwin.
Mm-hmm.
That was no offense to Irwin. You're just the first school I thought of because you're the one I passed today.
Best gym.
I mean, literally, I have seen more people than that than Indiana had in their first game under Kurt Signetti.
Yeah. And somehow,
insane.
In one season, he turned that program around. Made a college football playoff last year, won it in his second year. And now the question is, how long can he extend it? Because with NIL, they're doing pretty well in the recruiting, from what I understand.
Oh, they've crushed the transfer.
You'll have no Fernando Mendoza next year. But is this the new Oklahoma that just starts churning out different Heisman Trophy winners every year under Kurt Signetti? It's fantastic. Today is
Power Rankings Tuesday.
And the Sportsocracy on ESPN Asheville. Follow us on all the socials at the Sportsocracy, and power ranking the NFL's quarterbacks. After the weekend that we saw where 20 turnovers happened, and yes, there is, props to the defense. I felt like that was implied, but if anybody was offended that I didn't give the defense proper acknowledgement for their role in the turnovers this week, I apologize. But the quarterback play was not up to snuff. The highest QBR of the weekend had to be Sam Darnold, who threw for 12 yards.
124. Respectable 124. So Great North Sports sent me the list that he had pulled up.
Okay.
Of 4+ interception games for NFL quarterbacks.
Mm-hmm.
C.J. Stroud, Josh Allen just had 2 in back-to-back. We've only had 20 in NFL history. They just had 2 in back-to-back weeks.
Mm-hmm.
The rest of the list is Carson Palmer, Jake Delhomme, Brian Hoyer, Jared Goff, Justin Herbert, Trevor Lawrence, Ben Roethlisberger on the back side.
Mm-hmm.
Russell Wilson, Andrew Luck, Tom Brady, Chad Pennington, Ben Roethlisberger, Jake Plummer, Eli Manning, Brett Favre, Peyton Manning, pretty early in his career, Cordell Stewart, and Brad Johnson. Friend of the program, Brad Johnson. If you go 3, we've had, it's roughly 50 of those. We've had 3 in this playoffs. C.J. Stroud, Drake May, and Caleb Williams. I mean, that's shocking. Mm-hmm. That is horrifically bad quarterback play.
Mm-hmm. Notice how many young names you mentioned on there as well. It's happening more and more as the play degrades, as the instincts aren't developed. So we look at the NFL, the worst quarterback in the league. This is regarding all starters across the 32 teams.
We took ones, and we had to make a decision on a couple of them.
Mm-hmm.
Miami specifically. We went to a Tagovailoa. It wouldn't change much if it was Quinn Ewers. Number 32, this should surprise exactly no one, Shedeur Sanders, and it ain't even kind of close.
Oh, but the splash plays, right? He's got the capability of making big plays.
Every quarterback that has ever been in the NFL has had the capability to make a play every now and then.
Mm-hmm.
I have never seen one that makes a higher percentage of bad plays to good ones than Shedeur Sanders. I mean, I don't know why we have to keep talking about this. I mean, I understand for this purpose. His QBR was an 18.9. By comparison, the only quarterback that was even close, and somehow it was lower, was Brady Cook of the New York Jets, who was an 11.6.
Mm-hmm. It doesn't get much worse than that. But the sycophants still believe that he's the quarterback of the future.
Justin Fields, that went pretty poorly last year. If you double Shedeur Sanders' QBR, double it. It doesn't beat Justin Fields by a whole point.
Mm-hmm.
End of message.
Exactly.
On to the next one.
Number 31.
J.J. McCarthy. You know, it's funny. All those apologists to J.J. McCarthy, I guess they lost my phone number. When I changed my Twitter handle, I guess they got lost, even though I still have the other one too, because I haven't heard a word.
Mm-hmm.
He was horrifically awful. Not many quarterbacks in the NFL can say they played more than 5 games this year and threw more interceptions than touchdowns. JJ did.
11 and 12.
He is horror awful. And I got news for you. It ain't getting better. I mean, he's throwing to Justin Jefferson, Jordan Addison, TJ Hawkinson. It's not like he doesn't have weapons.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I will say, selfishly, there is a part of me going, how bad would he be with the New York Jets? Like, if he played for the New York Jets, how much worse would this be? Throwing to Josh Reynolds and John Mechie and Mason Taylor. I love all of you, but one of those lists is significantly better than the other, and it's the one that wears purple.
At number 30.
Tua Tagovailoa.
Man, how the mighty have fallen.
You keep saying that. I don't think I ever had him in the top 18, so it's not really been that precipitous of a fall for me.
Yeah, I feel like.
Oh, he threw for a lot
in the neighborhood.
I never had him high. I might have got him to 18.
Right.
And 18's a pivot point because there's a player there that I know for a fact I never had him in front of that I don't like.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, Tua at this point is Miami is looking at him going, it'll cost us $100 million to get out of this. And I think we're okay with that.
And we're going to eat it.
And I ask the same question that I've asked half a dozen times with Tua. When they cut him, and I believe they will, who exactly do you think lines up to sign him? All these teams that need quarterbacks, there's not going to be much of a market.
I still think it's going to be the usual suspects. It'll be a Cleveland or an Arizona.
Well, I can tell you it won't be Cleveland.
Somebody.
Cleveland, you're getting into roster construction. If you're keeping a vet, it has to be a vet that can work with the 2 younger guys. So you're looking more for a Josh Johnson or a Case Keenum or somebody like that that's going to be the coach on the field. It ain't going to be Tua.
Mm-hmm.
You might get an audience with the Jets. I don't think you will because I'm pretty sure I know where that's going. That's not a reclamation project. That's a, hey, we need somebody that can halfway competently run our offense and get us to next year when we can draft a quarterback. That's not Tua.
Mm-hmm.
I don't see – I think he will sit out there way longer than people think.
Yeah. Tua Tagovailoa at number 30. Number 29.
Justin Fields. Speaking of someone that will sit out there forever.
This is shocking that he has a 2 next to his name.
I'm stunned. I'm not going to lie. I saw that and went, am I sure? And then I looked at the 3 beneath him and went, yep. I'm sure.
Pretty sure.
Justin Fields is a horrifically bad NFL quarterback, but at least he can run.
Mm-hmm. He has one saving grace, but it's not good enough to make him special.
Justin Fields can have a package of plays.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's the extent of what you can do. He's another one of those guys.
So he's Taysom Hill.
He was kind of.
Yeah.
Now, in that role, I think he could play in this league for 10 years because he is insanely fast and he's really good with the ball in his hand. The problem is he never learned how to play quarterback. I thought it after I evaluated him coming into the draft. I watched him passively in Chicago. That team was never good enough for me to really narrow down on and care. Then he came to play for my team, and I went, that kid is so far away from a quarterback that it is comical. Pat McAfee is more of a quarterback than Justin Fields is. Pat at least knows where the safety is. Justin Fields has no clue.
Right.
You can dupe him so easily. And there were games where I knew the defensive coordinator is sitting in that box laughing, going, hey, watch this. I bet he throws a pick on this play. And if he doesn't, he's going to try.
Number 28.
Michael Penix Jr. Can you tell me one thing he does well?
No.
Neither can I. And I just kept looking at him going, how are you this mediocre with all of the things that you have on that offense? You know that 60% threshold that I just harp on?
Mm-hmm.
He beat it by 1/10 of a point. Do you know the list of quarterbacks that didn't?
Give it to me.
Penix missed it by or made it by 1/10.
Mm-hmm.
Cam Ward was at 59.8. Tyrod Taylor was at 59.7. Dylan Gabriel was 59.5. Caleb Williams at 58.1. Russell Wilson at 58 flat. J.J. McCarthy at 57.6. And from there, it's a bunch of names that do not need to be mentioned.
Right.
Outside of Shedeur Sanders, who was 56.6, with 4 names that I don't even feel the urge to tell you in between them. 60% is a benchmark. It's scaring me about Cam Ward. But I did see some pop in him that I think if you get him some receivers, he'll be fine. Michael Penix did this behind an offensive line that's fine. It's not as good as it once was, but it's fine. With an elite number 1 receiver, with a pretty good move piece tight end, and the best running back in football. You're going to hear me ask this question a lot. What the hell do you think would happen if he wasn't on a team that was just stocked with talent? You put him in Cleveland. What's he going to look like? I think he's going to look strikingly like what I've seen in Cleveland for the last 8 years.
Mm-hmm.
He's not a good quarterback. And I'm telling you, I think Kevin Stefanski is going to bring in a competition for him. I think that's how they got Stefanski to take the job. I can bring in a guy to compete with him.
Yeah.
Because Stefanski didn't take that job to be, you must make it work with him. I can promise you that. There are too many teams that wanted him.
Mm-hmm. You are in the Sportsocracy. This is ESPN Asheville power ranking the quarterbacks just going into next year. We're up to number 27.
Geno Smith. This is where it kind of gets weird for next year because I'm not sure Geno Smith's going to be on a roster.
No.
This may be a forced retirement. This is like old Earl down on the docks when, I've been lifting pallets since 1947. Mm-hmm. Yep, you can't lift a pillow at this point. It's time for you to go.
Right. Geno Smith has little to offer this game, I feel like.
He holds the ball entirely too long. He turns it over a lot. And I get it. He was not put in a great position to succeed with the Raiders. He threw 17 interceptions. He was sacked 55 times. Those are rookie numbers. Like, that's what I expect out of a first-year rookie. This kid's been in the league 14 years.
Mm-hmm. I mean, I bring him in as a backup, maybe.
I don't know that I would because I think he's still one of those that believes he's one of the 32 best quarterbacks in the league. And I'll be honest with you, I didn't really think it all that much when he went to the Raiders. I sure as hell don't think it now.
Say, well, here's the thing. You're 36 years old.
Yeah, I pass.
You would we'll give you the Teddy Bridgewater treatment. You can come in here and you can sit on the bench and you can be that emergency guy that we go to, but you will never be any more than that in this league. You had your moment. Congratulations. Moment passed. We saw what you were in Las Vegas, and it's not going to be pretty anywhere else he goes.
I just don't think anybody's going to see him as a solution.
No. 26?
Well, we'll put a pin in 26 for after the commercial break.
Okay.
We have 3 super chats to get to.
All right. You want to do them now?
Yes.
All right. Well, let's do them now.
Cause it's all about the money, money, money. All about the money, money, money.
Red Sea said Indiana's closer to 500 than we are. That's sad. I hadn't thought of it that way, but you're not wrong. They actually are closer to 500 than Arizona is. And they have a national title.
Mm-hmm.
But
ouch.
New coach should be hired any day, and we're hoping for some hope. Yes. For you. We're rooting for you.
Mm-hmm.
So fresh, we ball, no stress, 'cause we making that money.
Tay asked for a dream pick for the Saints at 8 and a realistic pick at 8. I would say your dream pick, probably Caleb Downs. I think that's everybody's dream pick.
Probably. Yeah.
Because there's just no miss. He cannot be a borderline all-pro. I don't see any way it happens. I also don't see any way he gets to 8. Realistic pick, I would say you're getting more Reuben Bain. I have been asked 400 questions about him this morning because he was so good last night. And people go, why do the NFL people keep telling me, negative things about him? Well, because he has short arms. He's heavy for an outside edge. He's thin for an inside edge. He's kind of in the I'm a victim of my body is not built for what I do. He's also one of those that leads me to, Tank, I've had a phrase for many years that I usually reference to Pete Carroll.
Mm-hmm.
It's about running the ball.
Mm-hmm.
So now I believe I'm gonna tweak it just a hair, and it's for Reuben Bain. Watch the damn tape. Like it's just if you watch it, it's not hard to figure out. Hey, why can nobody block him ever? It doesn't matter who it is. 3 future NFL linemen for Indiana, and he ate their lunchbox. I actually thought he was going to kill Fernando Mendoza at one point last night.
Mm-hmm.
And yes, he's got Akeem Mesidor on the other side. Yes, there are a handful more defensive players on that defense that are going to be NFL players. But Reuben Bain just wins one-on-one consistently. I'll be honest with you. My closest comp to him, somebody asked me this, I think it was last night. He has a little Dwight Freeney to him in that he's undersized. He's taller, but he has really short arms. He's got that first step burst of Freeney, but then you almost start getting into a Trey Hendrickson, maybe Jared Allen. There's nothing physically imposing about you because I don't think he's going to run all that well. And I don't think he's going to lift all that well. But he just has the shot out of a cannon first step.
Mm-hmm.
I would say that's a realistic pick.
He's a natural football player.
And you know what I want above all else? Give me a football player.
Absolutely.
Give me a guy that just plays, competes, the motor runs hot. That's what I want.
To me, Reuben Bain could be the guy that everybody who doesn't pick him is writing down years from now. My biggest regret from the draft was not taking Reuben Bain.
My biggest regret in life is I cheated on my wife and I didn't take Reuben Bain at 7 in the 2026 NFL draft. You know what never burns me? When I take the guy that's just a football player that doesn't run particularly fast and we start nitpicking him on how long his arms are or what his Wonderlic score was or what his 3-cone is. But he's a football player. Yeah, Rashawn Slater's a good example of that, minus the injuries. You know what burns me really often? When I look at a guy and go, you couldn't play dead in a Western, but by God, he's a 6'4", 220-pound receiver that ran a 4.32. Yeah, but he has 10 thumbs.
Mm-hmm.
It's hard to catch with thumbs. They're opposable, but they don't catch so good. I mean, you need it. You just don't need 10 of them.
Yeah.
And that, my friends, is the creation of the Nick with a Y Harbor theory. He's built like DK Metcalf. Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
He catches like Sherry Metcalf. So I don't even know who that is. I was trying to remember the mother from Big Bang Theory. I can't remember what I know her last name's Metcalf, but I can't remember her first name.
Mm-hmm.
I'll look it up at the break.
Yeah. I love Sherry. She does a great job checking me in at the dentist office every day.
Hey, look, Sherry Berry lifts me up. We have 2 more super chats to get to.
Show me the money, money. Show me the money.
From Tay, he said, "Am I wrong in claiming the Lions' window is closed? I feel less good about the Lions' window today solely because Drew Petzing climbed out of the pit in Red C's house and is now the offensive coordinator of the Lions. I would love to hear how that negotiation went. You know, we interviewed Mike McDaniel. We interviewed Mike Kafka. We interviewed a handful more of really bright offensive minds. Or, and hear me out here, we could interview every bit as bad as what we just fired. They'll never see it coming.
Mm-hmm.
Because nobody else in the league was going to hire him. I did hear a handful of NFL people like defend that. When he lost Adams to Dallas, that really changed Arizona. Or, and hear me out here, he's not very good at this, and the NFL figured him out. Because he's obsessed with tight ends, and he doesn't really care about anything outside of that. But what do I know?
We in the money.
This one's from Matt Lister. It's a member chat. He's been with us 41 months, almost coming up for re-election in the House of Reprehensibles. Said, Snowmageddon this weekend. Let's go.
Woo.
I am really happy that I will miss Snowmageddon here in North Carolina, but I'm really sad that I get to see Icemageddon in Texas, which is a place that doesn't do frozen precipitation all that well.
I was waiting for it. There's that one big Stephen A. However, coming in there, Dallas is not going to be a fun place to be.
No, so we have literally been piecing together how we're going to do this in Dallas, because Dallas turns into a skating rink very quickly. If you've never seen the images of when we did the Super Bowl in Dallas during an ice storm, yep, that's what we're walking into. So if you see a live stream that comes off my phone that looks like we've been holed up in an abandoned warehouse for two days, just understand we have. And we're surviving off a gas grill and a log fireplace. And I'm probably a little worse for the wear.
You're in the Sportsocracy. It's ESPN Asheville on a Power Rankings Tuesday. We'll be right back. Counting down, counting up, whatever. The quarterbacks for 2026 in the NFL.
This is Jim.
Hello.
Jim started advertising with iHeartRadio way back in April. And now?
I have customers out the door.
And this is Sarah.
Hi.
She started putting a portion of her marketing dollars in podcasting back in June.
Business is booming. That's why I'm working on a Saturday.
Want to be like Jim and Sarah? It's easy. All you have to do is own or manage a business and reach out to iHeart. Get started today at 844-844-iHeart or iHeartAdvertising.com.
All across the Tar Heel state.
Tar Heels on the run. Trimble to the cup, layup, Kellen in the foul.
This is Carolina basketball.
Long rainbow three, nothing but net from the rookie. Out to Trimble. He'll try another triple. Counted.
The home of the six-time national champion.
Drives and hammers it home.
This is your radio home for the Tar Heels.
Asheville's home for the Tar Heels is ESPN Asheville.
Mission New Year cleanup has begun with the agents at Zero Res Carpet and Air Duct Cleaning. Here's the deal. Get 2 rooms cleaned for free with the purchase of 2 rooms. Mention ESPN Asheville when calling or easily schedule online at ZeroResAsheville.com.
The free iHeartRadio app has over 100 commercial-free stations waiting for you to explore right now, like Alt 2K. A commercial-free look back to alternative from the 2000s.
It just takes some time, little girl in the middle of the ride.
With Foo Fighters, Weezer, Linkin Park, Green Day, the Red Hot Chili Peppers, and more. Just open the free iHeartRadio app, search Alt 2K, and listen now.
iHeartRadio.
Welcome to the Ingalls Table, a delicious destination with recipes galore. Need to whip up a dessert, entree, side dish? No problem. The experts from the Ingalls Table take you through it step by step with expert tips and advice along the way. Find the Ingalls Table at ingalls-markets.com or swing by the store and pick up your free copy of the Ingalls Table magazine. And let's get cooking. Ingalls, low prices, love the savings.
This football season, Bear Smokehouse Barbecue is where the fans feast. Catch every game Thursday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday on big screens with booming sound, cold drinks, and the best barbecue in town. Bring your crew and tackle the game day grub package. A dozen wings, a pound of pork or chicken, a full rack of ribs, 3 pints of sides, and slider rolls, feeding 4 hungry fans. Whether you're cheering for touchdowns or just here for the ribs, Bears is the ultimate game day destination. Bears Barbecue in downtown Asheville, your home for football, where the fans feast.
This is J.W. Whitley, General Manager at Parks Ford of Hendersonville. Our value of commitment, committed to you as our customers and the community that we serve. To do better, be better every day. That's the Parks Promise. Experience the Parks Promise today at parksfordhendersonville.com.
Selling your home? Don't settle for average. Our real estate team at Clarissa Sells WNC and eXp Realty offers Zillow Showcase, an exclusive AI-powered listing experience available to just the top 10% of all listings in our area. With immersive media, cutting-edge design, and elevated marketing, Showcase listings, they go pending quicker and sell for up to $9,000 more than standard listings. Ready to stand out in a crowded market? Give our team a call today, 828-774-6343, because your home deserves the spotlight.
The Sportsocracy.
One thing that you're going to have to remember, one most important factor, is to protect your quarterback, me.
And welcome back into the Sportsocracy on ESPN Asheville. It is a Power Rankings Tuesday, looking at the quarterbacks at the end of the season. The top definitely got shaken up this year, because I will say if you had Drake May in your top three,
you probably wear
preseason.
I'm gonna say you probably wear Patriot blue and red on game day.
Mm-hmm. Or you just wear alligator shoes and go, limousine riding, jet flying, wheeling and dealing son of a gun, because you need to put some money down in Vegas on something. I would love to have known what kind of odds you could have got on that. But here we are at the end of the year. So how much did it shake up? We're in the bottom.
We have a super chat, and apparently we missed a Shanahanism, but I don't see it.
Yeah, I saw it earlier, and then my thing reset, and it disappeared.
I can't see it. So, Kevin Mullen, if you could resend it.
It was something to the effect of when Kyle Shanahan cooks.
Oh, I see it. Hit the button. Now
okay.
I see it.
All right.
I had to go back.
Show
I
me
missed
the money, the money, money. Show me the money.
Go ahead.
I don't know that I can say
When
that.
Kyle Shanahan cooks, he lets it all hang out. That's
typically exposes.
Yeah.
When Kyle Shanahan's typically exposes his sausage. Oh, we love Kevin Mullen. How does one get insurance for the Batmobile? Asking for a friend. That is one question. I mean, look, I'm a Batman. I have a Batman tattoo. I am a Batman loyalist. How does Batman have any of these things and nobody's ever asked the question? Like, hey, why do you have mascara on, like, all the time? No matter what, where does the bat suit come from? Like, does he just carry it around in his car? Is he out behind this thing just changing into the bat suit? Does he magically just float into the bat? There's a lot of things about Batman that you kind of have to open up your imagination. Mm-hmm. His Geico insurance agent, I promise you, is confused as hell.
I mean, does Batman even carry insurance?
Oh, no.
I can pay for it.
Yeah, I'll just...
Right. I'll destroy the streets. Wayne Enterprises will
Yeah.
repave your street next week. Just stay tight.
He's like Charlie Murphy. Buy another one, you rich. I crashed the Batmobile. I built another one. I'm worth $1 billion.
Who cares?
Money, 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 plenty of money. Give me loads of money, a lot of dough.
Patrick Holt, long live Sherry Berry.
It's my song to Sherry. You know what song this is, don't you?
I have no idea.
Oh, come on. Me and Sherry.
This sounds
just
like
running
something
in our
that
dreams.
Carlton Fresh Prince Bellers.
What do you mean you've never heard that song?
I've never heard that song.
You are a madman.
That is, I don't know what that is.
Wow.
I thought it was going to be, I thought it was Sherry.
No.
That's what I thought it was going to
no.
be. I've never heard the open of that song. I only have heard.
Keeps lifting me. And you never saw Ghostbusters 2, did you?
Hell no, I didn't see Ghostbusters 1. What are you kidding? Are you kidding me?
You're terrible.
They're chasing a giant marshmallow and a green goblin? No, I pass.
It's a little Jackie Wilson, man. You gotta branch out. You gotta expand your horizons.
See, now, if you had played Josh Groban, You Raised Me Up, then that I would have known what you were talking about.
He's the church guy, right?
He's not. I don't. Maybe.
He does church music, right?
Well, I mean, they play it in churches. I don't know if that was necessarily what he intended it for.
Well, we also convinced our youth director in church to play POD once, and that
that guy was not necessarily up on the young hip trends, was he?
You're in the Sportsocracy, and this is ESPN. It's a Christian band, I swear.
ESPN Asheville, your mountain weather forecast.
Mostly sunny skies and colder force out here this afternoon. Winds gusting out of the north-northwest at times to 20 miles per hour or more. Highs mid-30s. 19 tonight. Breezy and milder for tomorrow with increasing afternoon clouds on Wednesday. High temperatures in the upper part of the 40s. Slight chance for late rain or freezing rain Wednesday night into early Thursday. Sunshine mixing in with the clouds Thursday afternoon, low 50s. I'm Ken Boone with the Weather Channel.
This report is sponsored by Capital One.
Capital One is a founding partner of iHeart Women's Sports Network. Earn unlimited double miles on every purchase with the Capital One Venture X Business Card. Big purchasing power means you can spend more and earn more. The Capital One Venture X Business Card. What's in your wallet? Terms apply. See CapitalOne.com for details.
Oh, how's that flu, babe? Did you take DayQuil Intense Flu yet?
Nah, I got this. Ugh, okay, I don't got this.
You stay on the couch, and I'll grab the DayQuil.
Undo your flu symptoms with DayQuil Intense Flu. DayQuil Intense Flu provides powerful relief of your flu symptoms.
I'm ready for that to-do list.
Wow, you do got this.
DayQuil Intense Flu. The daytime coughing, aching, fever, under your flu, medicine. Use as directed, keep out of reach of children.
Oh, hello. It's me, the calculator that lives inside of TaxSlayer. I love numbers. Like 100, as in 100%, as in TaxSlayer's 100% accuracy, guaranteed. And 0, as in $0, as in it costs $0 to file and get the refund you deserve with TaxSlayer Simply Free, if you qualify. Simply Free is available to a limited number of taxpayers with age, income, credit, and deduction restrictions. See TaxSlayer.com for eligibility requirements. TaxSlayer, file fearlessly.
Listening to your favorite podcast
and taking your favorite radio station with you to the gym or across the country?
That's one app.
The free iHeartRadio app.
Stop paying for apps you don't need.
Rediscover the app that's probably already on your phone. iHeartRadio.
The #1 app for radio.
Clarissa sells WNC as the #1 team in Buncombe County. We have the customer service experience to assist you in achieving your real estate goals. Our team offers something that 90% of listings in our market won't have, Zillow Showcase. Check us out at clarissasellswnc.com.
This is J.W. Whitley, General Manager at Parks Ford of Hendersonville. Our value of commitment. Committed to you as our customers and the community that we serve. To do better, be better every day. That's the Parks Promise. Experience the Parks Promise today at parksfordhendersonville.com.
Sure, you know Appalachian Motor Coach is the official shuttle sponsor of the Living the Dream Tailgate Tour. But did you know that they can get you anywhere in style? Weddings, bachelorette parties, corporate gatherings, family reunions, Appalachian Motor Coach makes the ride part of the fun. Luxury seating, climate control, and none of the stress of parking or driving. Appalachian Motor Coach gets you there relaxed, on time, and ready for the party. For more information, visit them at AppalachianMotorCoach.com. Appalachian Motor Coach, the best memories start on the ride. This football season, Bear Smokehouse Barbecue is where the fans feast. Catch every game Thursday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday on big screens with booming sound, cold drinks, and the best barbecue in town. Bring your crew and tackle the game day grub package. A dozen wings, a pound of pork or chicken, a full rack of ribs, 3 pints of sides, and slider rolls, feeding 4 hungry fans. Whether you're cheering for touchdowns or just here for the ribs, Bears is the ultimate game day destination. Bears Barbecue in downtown Asheville, your home for football, where the fans feast.
On the weird scale, there's Vegas, there's Florida, and there's Asheville. Let's get weird, Asheville.
Back to the quarterback power rankings in just a moment, but we've got rich people doing dumb stuff. I like these stories.
For sure. My crime story will be about eating good in the neighborhood. But
I'm afraid to ask.
Yeah, you should be. My story is about Larry Ellison, owner of the Golden State Warriors and founder of Oracle.
Mm-hmm.
He did what a lot of rich individuals do.
Sure.
He bought a yacht.
Mm-hmm.
191-foot yacht that he named Izanami. Izanami is a Shinto deity who's regarded as the mother goddess, co-creator of Japan, and goddess of creation and death. What's the problem with naming boats?
What do you mean?
So because of the way the water reflects and things like that, sometimes you'll see the name of a boat reflected backwards.
Yeah, sure.
What does Izanami spell backwards? It says I'm a Nazi on the back of Larry Ellison's boat, and it reflects in the water, and it says that. That boat is now named Ronin. Didn't last long. One would think somebody would have told you that.
Hello, Governor.
How does water work? It reflects the... Oh, so I should probably figure out how this reads forward and backward.
Yes, we should have thought about that.
And this is proof positive. And I believe that I am living proof of this. Just because you're smart at one thing doesn't mean you're smart at all things.
Was it spelled with a Z, too?
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, see, I was thinking maybe it was spelled with an S. And it was just kind of close.
No, it's 100%.
It's 100%.
It's 100%. Just that backwards. You don't want that. For somebody worth a gajillion dollars.
Money can't fix stupid.
Well, sometimes you want to play good, you try to play good, and sometimes you don't play that good.
Speaking of not playing good, the quarterbacks in the NFL playoffs this past weekend, not real swoofed. But how many of them are at the bottom of the quarterback power rankings? We're still mired in the suckitude that is number 26.
Cam Ward.
At least there's hope with that suckitude.
Cam Ward. And he's a tough one for me because I want to say nice things because I do still like him. But, man, I saw a lot of really unsettling things about him this year. And I get it. The line wasn't good. The receiving core wasn't good.
You don't want to blame him for being in a bad situation. But you kind of have to hang some of the blame on the bad situation on him, do you not? There were a number of throws in his rookie season that you could look at and go, that if he could put that together, if you could give me a game where you did that 24 times, now we're talking. But it's too early. It's too early for me to say whether or not he is capable of leading a good offense in this league. So Cam Ward at 26, number 25.
25 is Bryce Young. Fact or fiction? Cam Ward's floor is below Bryce Young.
Fact.
Fact or fiction? Cam Ward's ceiling is above Bryce Young. I would say fact.
Okay.
I would say fact.
I mean, yeah, I guess I will.
I think the range of outcomes is slightly lower. Because I think Bryce is developing. Carolina, to me, is going to be a really interesting case study on keeping the same vague offensive game plan for 3 or 4 years. Because I think Canales is very safe after the win in the division.
I would say so.
Does Bryce grow year over year? To me, he's a case study in what I've said about these college quarterbacks that bounce schemes, because I think you're starting to see Bryce get better at certain things, and it's because he's more comfortable in the system. Just like when you start a new job. Those first 6 weeks are uncomfortable. You don't know where the bathroom is. You don't know the drinks in the refrigerator, are those for everybody, or does Cheryl bring those? And is she going to get very angry at me if I consume one of them?
Well, he's also getting better players around.
Agreed. And that helps too.
You added Teteroa McMillan this year. I still think there's some high hope for Mitchell Evans, who can make a play here and there. The rest of it needs to be upgraded, but now you have a piece. You keep adding pieces, then you're going to get to the point where you make that call and you do the extension, and he is your franchise quarterback. But there's still time for this to tank out.
No doubt. Trust me, we're still in the this could end badly tier, which is ironic because of who's up next.
Number 24.
Aaron Rodgers.
How's that end badly? Or what is ending badly?
I think
now?
it has ended badly. That's why I said that. I think this has ended badly.
Did it?
If Aaron Rodgers had just called it good after Green Bay, the Jets never happened, Pittsburgh never happened, would we have not looked at him more favorably?
Sure.
You know what I see when I see Aaron Rodgers now?
What's that?
And I'm not going to name a band here because there's a few of them that play around this area. You ever seen the 80s band that they had like 2 or 3 songs in 1987
Mm-hmm.
and they never were really relevant again, and yet somehow they still tour?
Yeah.
And you see that they're playing an event and you go, who in the world is paying to see that? I do this at festivals all the time.
Yeah.
Tesla. The lead singer of Tesla is older than my grandmother. They still tour.
Mm-hmm.
They're 1 billion years old. And he moves like Aaron Rodgers. And you go, oh, yeah, they had that one song that I really like. Oh, yeah, that he can't sing anymore because his voice is sunk, and so now he can't do the really high stuff anymore.
Right.
So why are you still doing this? Like, you're still getting royalties off that song. I promise you're not hurting for money. Just give it up.
It's just the thrill of the game. That's why you're in
and
it.
I get it. You get to a
This is what you do.
I threw my back out for 4 days because I moved the seat in my truck up too far and couldn't get it pushed back quick enough. I get it. Life comes at you fast. Age is not awesome. But Aaron, buddy, for the love of all that's good and holy, go on now get.
Just hang it up.
Just go on now get.
Be done with it. I don't know that. I mean, if this is it and he just calls it quits now.
The last 3 years are a scourge on him. Now, I think something very different is going to happen, but that's just me.
I don't know that we really remember it all that much.
Oh, no, you will. It's been too long. It's one thing if it's 1 year.
We don't remember it about Favre.
Oh, yeah, we do.
You hold him
I don't remember the good of Brett Favre. I remember the end and what he did after he retired. You say Brett Favre, I immediately go to defrauded the federal government. Robbed millions of dollars from his own state. And maybe I'm rare in that.
Sure.
I don't think I'm as rare in that as you think.
Okay.
I think Brett Favre is incredibly tarnished.
Okay.
The ones you don't remember are Joe Montana with the Chiefs. It was 1 year.
Mm-hmm.
And he went, I'm out. And he even made the playoffs. Aaron Rodgers has been an abject disaster. The Steelers made the playoffs not because of him. They made it in spite of him. Because the Bengals and the Ravens crashed into the rocks. That's it.
Mm-hmm. Still feel like this year ended about the best it could.
And I guess that's kind of my point.
And if this is the end, I mean, it's going out with a whimper. But still, I mean, got one last playoff appearance under your belt. There's something to be said for that, I guess. It's clearly not what we expected or what was being hoped by all those New York fans when he went to New York. But this is a much better way to end than having called it quits a year ago, isn't it? If he'd have just went, I'm done after the Jets disasters, I think this year actually helped the end.
I don't, and I'm not going to be the first one to say this, but I will say it pretty vehemently. I think he's the starter of the Minnesota Vikings next year. Because I think that's where he's always wanted to go.
Okay.
And now they have a very big opening for a veteran quarterback to challenge J.J. McCarthy.
Mm-hmm.
And he would win. I think that's one of 3 jobs in this league that he would win.
So you couldn't, I don't think.
And one of them's with the Jets. And I'm going to go out on a limb and say, we're not going to reconvene that. That's a reunion tour we don't need.
But aren't you looking for that veteran quarterback to come in and teach the young kid something? Aaron Rodgers ain't doing that.
That's a story for another day. Remind me one day to just things I've heard about J.J. McCarthy.
At number 23.
Tyler Shuck. Okay. This is one that I have to be really honest. I kind of cheated here.
Okay.
There's not a good place to put Tyler Shuck because I think he deserves to be higher than this. It's a very limited sample size, and he's 26 years old. I want him higher. I just don't know who I'm supposed to put him in front of. Because I think he will be a good quarterback in this league. There is also a path that with an off season to really dive deep on him, that he does not look as good when we start next year.
Mm-hmm.
This is also a good time to point out he is less than 2 years younger than the next name on this list.
But is this a situation where the league gets tape on him and figures him out?
I don't know. I say, and that's what I'm scared of. I don't want to put him too high because I think he does have a ceiling, and we're not quite to that next tier. I like him better than the next quarterback, but I like the situation for the next quarterback better than I like him.
All right, so who's at 22?
Daniel Jones. I know there's a possibility he misses the start of the year. Daniel Jones was slinging it in Indianapolis.
Mm-hmm.
I think that system fits him. I think all of it fits him, and they're going to do everything in their power to prop him up because I don't think he's going to get a bag. He was headed towards a bag.
Yes.
And then the knee gave out.
Mm-hmm.
And now that gives me a reason to, we'll go 1 year incentive-laden deal, and that's what I think he's going to get.
I mean, this is now major injury number 2.
Yes.
So that devalues the product.
Obviously. If you ever want to know what's going to keep a guy from getting just crazy money, look at how many teams will have him not signable because insurance will not sign off, because the medical team will not sign off. And I think you're going to get more guys with Daniel Jones than you would think.
Mm-hmm. Plus, we've already seen a team give him $40 million a year, and I don't know that anybody else is going to go down that path. I wouldn't recommend it. Let's go to number 21.
Jackson Dart. Jackson Dart is in the only spot on this list that he can physically fit into because I have him on the highest side of that second tier. Because to me, Dart, Jones, and Shuck, Aaron Rodgers is just kind of where he had to go. Bryce Young and Cam Ward, you're in the hope. There's a hope tier here, minus Aaron Rodgers.
Mm-hmm.
Beyond that, turd. That's the turd tier. It ain't getting better. You try to do this as long as you want to. I really don't care.
Yeah.
I think Jackson Dart is almost to that, okay, we can win with this. The injuries scare me. As many head issues as he had in 1 year, that scares me to death.
Mm-hmm. He is a guy that plays with reckless abandon of his body.
You know what scares me the most?
What?
Todd Monken.
Mm-hmm.
I watched Todd Monken put Lamar Jackson in some very dicey situations, and it took Lamar some time to figure out, I got to protect myself. I think he did that more than Todd Monken. I'm not sure Jackson Dart's ever going to do that.
Yeah.
If you remember back to what I said when he was coming through the draft process, you know what the number one thing everybody told me about him is? He's super competitive.
Mm-hmm.
He was the one that played rock, paper, scissors with me at the Senior Bowl last year.
Right.
He's just he's a hyper competitive kid. And I don't know that that's ever going to let him be the I slide when I see danger, which could ultimately lead to you being Tua Tagovailoa 2.0.
Yeah. I'm looking at a article here from The Ringer, and they called Jackson Dart the Daniel Jones of Josh Allen's. And that, my friends,
that's a T-shirt. That's for sure.
Just kudos to you for coming up with that one. That's brilliant. The Daniel Jones of Josh Allen's, because he has all of those. You can see all of it in there, but putting it all together and making it consistent is something that obviously he has time to work on, but he's not there.
And you know what scares me about Jackson Dart? I think on the high side, he can be a wish version of Josh Allen.
Mm-hmm.
On the low side, he can be the Jake Locker of Josh Allen's. Yeah. Where he just never learns to protect his body. He's going to get beat to high holy hell, and he doesn't have that big of an arm as it sits.
Yep.
He's more of an accurate kid, and I will tell you, if there is one thing that goes when you get hit a lot, it's accuracy.
Yep. Into the top 20 of the NFL quarterback power ranking into the 2025 season. Number 20.
Future New York Jets starter Kyler Murray.
Is that going to happen? Is the smoke getting hot on that?
I'm getting more convinced by the hour that that's the way this is going to go. Because I think Arizona has just tapped out on him.
Mm-hmm.
And by the way, this is one that we had to make a decision of. They're paying Kyler Murray. He's the one we have to evaluate. To me, Kyler Murray is the absolute basement of the legit NFL starter tier. I know it. Undeniably, where he goes, he will start.
Mm-hmm.
The others, there are still questions of that to me. You put them in different situations, it's a completely different story. Kyler Murray is going to hit the open market in some shape, form, or fashion. I don't know if that is as a trade piece. I don't know if that is as a post-June 1 cut. I don't know. I just know he's not going to be in Arizona. I can't physically believe they're trying to sell coaches on Kyler Murray. I don't buy it. Now, you've cleaned house, so there's no Jonathan Gannon, there's no Drew Petzing. Maybe that's where the ownership is. We're not going to pay the money to move off of him. Mm-hmm. That's also why he's on this list.
Mm-hmm.
Because I will tell you this. This is a little insider trading. I know the representation of two candidates that interviewed with the Arizona Cardinals. Something happened with both of them because one of them is now a coach somewhere else. And the other one I have not heard attached to Arizona, not one time. Something happened, and they won't tell me what.
Mm-hmm.
So it could be that they said, you got to make it work with Kyler, and they just went, pass, out, not doing it. I won't do it. You can't make me do it. I'm not going to accept it if I have to do it.
The Bidwell signing or siding with a player, that sounds like it would be a change.
It would be a change. You've also got, but there's another layer of that.
Yeah.
Bingo.
There's all that money attached to it.
Siding with the money.
Right.
This is a notoriously cheap ownership group.
Mm-hmm. And eating $100 million is never going to be high on any businessman's list, even if it's NFL football. Number 19.
I have a feeling some people are not going to like this one.
Uh-oh. Should we save it till the
no,
after the break?
No, the one don't worry. People will hate the next three way more. Jalen Hurts. Does that feel too low? I mean, he won a Super Bowl.
Not after this year.
It shouldn't. If you really take his career on the whole, you look at Jalen Hurts and go, that might be the worst contract in the NFL.
Mm-hmm.
If it's not Tua Tagovailoa, it's the one that he replaced at Alabama. I just don't think he's a good NFL quarterback. I think it's one of the reasons that you've seen some really odd names interview in Philadelphia. Because, honestly, the OC job in Philadelphia should be really sought after.
Mm-hmm.
The only name I've seen that I really go, yeah, is Brian Daboll. And I don't think Daboll's all that interested. I've heard him attached to two other OC jobs and obviously a head coach job. Way more than I have Philadelphia.
Yeah.
Because I think he looks at Jalen Hurts and goes, there's only so much I can do here. At the end of the day, I have a quarterback with a really odd throwing motion that's really elongated. He's not hyper accurate, and I have to win one way. Oh, by the way, what happens if they take the touche-poosh away? And I get it. They ran it less this year. How many variants did they run off of it?
Mm-hmm.
How many times did they throw out of it or pitch it out or whatever? How many times in short yardage did they use that? Because I think it was because Kevin Patullo. But you look at Jalen Hurts and go, you just were not very effective at the things you've been effective at in the past. And you're stuck.
Mm-hmm.
You have sky-high aspirations. He's not a sky-high quarterback. He's a mid-tier guy. And I'll be honest with you, in the next hour, we'll unveil the next 18. I kill to hear you tell me which one he's supposed to be in front of because I can't find it.
You're in the Sportsocracy. This is ESPN Asheville. Hit us up in the YouTube chats, super chats. You can get those in as well. We'll be right back.
ESPN Asheville. Your mountain weather forecast.
Mostly sunny skies and colder force out here this afternoon. Winds gusting out of the north-northwest at times to 20 miles per hour or more. Highs mid-30s. 19 tonight. Breezy and milder for tomorrow with increasing afternoon clouds on Wednesday. High temperatures in the upper part of the 40s. Slight chance for late rain or freezing rain Wednesday night into early Thursday. Sunshine mixing in with the clouds Thursday afternoon, low 50s. I'm Ken Boone with the Weather Channel.
This report is sponsored by Lowe's. Pro Savings Days are on at Lowe's. Get up to 35% off select major appliances and up to 50% off select ladders. Don't wait. Shop Lowe's Pro Savings Days deals today. Valid through 1/23. Selection varies by location while supplies last. See associate at Lowe's.com for details.
Every weekday, this is what you'll sound like after winning $1,000 in bonus bucks.
Oh my goodness! Oh, nice!
Get ready to win right here.
Win $1,000 on ESPN Asheville.
Looking for a career with stability and purpose? NC Department of Adult Correction is hiring correctional officers statewide with benefits, paid vacation, and opportunities to grow within the field. Learn more. Visit dac.nc.gov/cojobs.
Running for office means having something important to say. Radio is the most personal medium out there. Voters hear the real you, exactly the way you want to be heard. No filters, no AI, just your voice, your message. And it's 1/10 the time and cost of video. Don't just campaign. Connect with millions all over the country, even thousands in the smallest communities with radio. Call now and be on the air in just 48 hours. 844-844-iHeart. That's 844-844-iHeart.
Mission New Year cleanup has begun with the agents at Zero Res Carpet and Air Duct Cleaning. Here's the deal. Get 2 rooms cleaned for free with the purchase of 2 rooms. Mention ESPN Asheville when calling or easily schedule online at ZeroResAsheville.com.
This football season, Bears Smokehouse Barbecue is where the fans feast. Catch every game Thursday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday on big screens with booming sound, cold drinks, and the best barbecue in town. Bring your crew and tackle the game day grub package. A dozen wings, a pound of pork or chicken, a full rack of ribs, 3 pints of sides, and slider rolls, feeding 4 hungry fans. Whether you're cheering for touchdowns or just here for the ribs, Bears is the ultimate game day destination. Bears Barbecue in downtown Asheville. Your home for football where the fans feast.
This is where it starts. Where your story begins. This is the trail you blaze yourself. And step by step, you get stronger, faster, better. This is where it starts. How will you finish? Ingalls, we're with you every step of the way.
Sure, you know Appalachian Motor Coach is the official shuttle sponsor of the Living the Dream Tailgate Tour. But did you know that they can get you anywhere in style? Weddings, bachelorette parties, corporate gatherings, family reunions, Appalachian Motor Coach makes the ride part of the fun. Luxury seating, climate control, and none of the stress of parking or driving. Appalachian Motor Coach gets you there relaxed, on time, and ready for the party. For more information, visit them at AppalachianMotorCoach.com. Appalachian Motor Coach, the best memories start on the ride.
The iHeartRadio app now has presets, just like in the car. You're our number one. Make us yours. ESPN Asheville, the mountain's favorite sports station, streaming 24/7. Your home for the Sportsocracy. Weekdays at noon. The Tar Heels and Atlanta Braves baseball.
Selling your home? Don't settle for average. Our real estate team at Clarissa Sells WNC and eXp Realty offers Zillow Showcase, an exclusive AI-powered listing experience available to just the top 10% of all listings in our area. With immersive media, cutting-edge design, and elevated marketing, Showcase listings, they go pending quicker and sell for up to $9,000 more than standard listings. Ready to stand out in a crowded market? Give our team a call today, 828-774-6343, because your home deserves the spotlight.
Mountain Graphics and Showtime Sports have teamed up under a new local owner to serve our community with the finest custom apparel and unique branded items at the best price. Mountain Graphics and Showtime Sports can customize whatever you, your team, or your local group may need with high-quality screen printing, embroidery, and laser engraving. Visit mtngraphicsavl.com or showtimesportsavl.com. That's mtngraphicsavl.com or showtimesportsavl.com for your local one-stop custom apparel shops.
At Ingalls, whether we're celebrating Friday night rivals, televising college basketball games, bringing the Fan Fest to semi-pro soccer, or taking you out to the ball game at your minor league park, it's all in the bag. Ingalls, low prices, love the savings.
Do better, be better every day. That's the Parks Promise. Our mission, to improve lives with every interaction. This is JW, General Manager at Parks Ford Hendersonville. Experience the Parks Promise today at parksfordhendersonville.com. That's parksfordhendersonville.com.
Asheville's #1 sports station, ESPN Asheville, WPEK, W225CJ Fairview, WMXF Waynesville, an iHeart radio station. Guaranteed human.
Now here's your chance to win $1,000. Just enter this nationwide keyword on our website. Happy. That's happy. Enter it now.
Your chance to win is at ESPNAVL.com. Good luck.
Live from the Ingalls studio,
I can't wait to play with myself every day.
the Sportsocracy.
Damn the devil to hell! Let the big dog eat! Let him on the field!
Come get you some of this.
Fire them cannons! By golly, put more powder in those things.
He couldn't take any more disappointment.
Oh my God. The Jets killed him.
And welcome back into the Sportsocracy on ESPN Asheville, 92.9 FM, 880 AM, and 1400. The Sportsocracy heard everywhere you go on the iHeartRadio app. Seen everywhere on YouTube. Go to thesportsocracy.com, click the live video link, subscribe to the channel, join us in the chat.
I do declare I believe someone has sat in my chair.
Uh-oh.
I just realized everything's been off like all day. I just realized my two screens are too close together.
Huh.
I can't
Weird.
see part of the screen. And that sounds really trivial. I heard Megan chuckle. When you've got all of the things that force the video to go out, you kind of need to see the whole screen.
Mm-hmm.
I need a little more space for activities.
You need to separate the monitors?
Yes, they need to be a little further apart. Everything's
You need like a
everything's
gap.
just off. Like it's off by like
weird.
4 inches.
Okay.
Anybody that says 4 inches doesn't matter, they don't know. You tell them the idiot on the radio box said 4 inches is very important and it's rather impressive.
It's quite average, I'm told. Quite average.
Above average in some.
Only in certain circles. It's not one you want to be in.
Correct. Especially if we're comparing them. That could be y'all circle.
Mm-hmm. The NFL quarterback power rankings on a
Power Rankings Tuesday.
Mm-hmm. We are up to number 18. At the end of the season, looking forward, who you got in the middle of the pack?
18's Caleb Williams.
Okay.
I've never said he doesn't have the talent. He's got arm talent. He's not a good NFL quarterback. And I hate to break this to you. If you're about to argue with me that he is, I'm going to ask you a very simple question. Which one have you done more of? Watching his tape or watching ESPN and his highlights?
Mm-hmm.
Because if you look at the high side, oh, yeah, those 3 plays a game, there's about 20 where you go, what in the world are you doing? And I don't know that it's ever going to get better, solely because look at every advantage he had this year.
Mm-hmm.
This is year 3.
Mm-hmm.
You had great receivers. You had the best combo of tight ends in the league. If not one, then certainly in the top 3.
Right.
Your offensive line was light years better, and your defense was fine. I don't think it was great, but it was fine.
Mm-hmm.
With how much better do you think this is going to get? Because you're about to get the richest deal in the NFL. I don't even think that's debatable at this point. You got them within one really terrible throw of the NFC Championship game. You had a 4-to-1 touchdown to interception ratio, but you're the 16th highest rated quarterback in the league. What does that tell you?
He's not very efficient.
The good's good,
Mm-hmm.
the bad's bad.
Mm-hmm.
And that's the way he's been 3 years in this league. 2 years in this league, excuse me. I don't know why I keep saying 3.
And look, Baker Mayfield has made a career of being really good along with being really bad, and the average comes out, and he's a, okay quarterback.
What, statistically, not watching him on the field.
Yeah.
Which area did Caleb Williams not regress this year? His completion percentage went down.
Okay.
His yards per completion went up. His touchdowns went up.
Mm-hmm.
His interceptions went up.
Mm-hmm.
His sacks went way down.
Total yard or passing yards
Passing yards went up about 400 yards.
Yeah.
He went from getting sacked 68 times to 24, and his completion percentage went down. I don't think I've ever seen that before. That's a new one.
Mm-hmm.
Because Caleb Williams is one of the weirdest quarterbacks I've ever seen. Of the more time you give him, the more likely he is to make the mistake. There's about a 2.2 seconds to the throw with Caleb Williams where he is everything you think he is. You go above 2.2, and he regresses exponentially every half second.
But does repetition and getting older and having more time and in the system and maturing and all of that and growing with your young players and Roma Dunze and Luther Burden III and Cole Kmet and Colston Love, like all of that around him, Ben Johnson is trying to build another Philadelphia, another Detroit Lions, where I can take a quarterback who's not as good as a franchise quarterback should be, and because I have all of these movable pieces and weapons around him, I can make him look like an MVP at times. He doesn't have Jared Goff, unfortunately, in this scenario, but he does have a quarterback that is capable of making some huge plays down the stretch. And look, I'm not one to want to live on that, but
you got 2 years.
Better than having nothing.
You have 2 years.
Mm-hmm.
He's a $10 million, almost $11 million quarterback next year. He's 12.5 the following year. You know what his deal goes to after that on the club option? Just with what he's already done, this can actually get worse.
Like 45?
39.6.
Uh-huh.
What do you think it's going to look like in 2029 when we sign him to a deal? Because I'll go ahead and tell you, he's going to get $70 million.
Mm-hmm.
I have no doubt of that. I won't be shocked if we start hearing rumblings of the extension this offseason. They can't sign it for another offseason, but I promise you they're going to lay the groundwork for this.
Right.
Because they're looking at him going, you're the best we've ever had, and it's not even close, and look what Ben Johnson can do moving forward. There's only one problem. Everything gets more expensive. That's the problem with success.
Mm-hmm.
I said this last night. It was either last night or yesterday. I can't remember which one. We did a lot of shows yesterday. The trajectory of a young quarterback, they should start really hot. It should start to kind of level off in either year 2 or year 3.
Mm-hmm.
Pick back up around 4 or 5 because you've established yourself and guys start wanting to play with you. And then it slowly careens down the mountainside. Caleb Williams started terribly. He was awful last year. It got slightly better in year 2.
Mm-hmm.
I have a funny feeling it's going to get a little better in year 3 because practically everybody's coming back. So I think the team's going to get a little better. Then what happens? He gets more expensive. And I think once he gets expensive, it's going to be the same thing as the next quarterback on this list of the more expensive you get, the less valuable you become.
At number 17.
Brock Ezekiel Purdy, the 11th. I said it when you signed the contract. You're going to regret that you did this. I think you regret doing it now. You've got to be looking at Sam Darnold going, how in the world did we let him slip out of here for this kid? Because, yes, you're fine. And we're in the tier of fine. Because you're going to get 1, 2, 3. You're going to get 6 quarterbacks in a row. Maybe 7, depending on how you feel about number 12.
Mm-hmm.
Where you go, he's good. He's fine. He's young. Maybe he gets better. But I don't think he's ever going to be elite. I don't think any of these guys are elite. Brock Purdy's a small-arm quarterback that people have figured out blitz the bejesus out of him. He has no weapons. The weapons have atrophied, and now he's getting ready to get more expensive. Do you think this team's going to get better? The defense is awful. I love Bob Saleh. I think it's hilarious that he just got another job based off what he did in San Francisco because that defense sucked. If you don't believe me, go back and watch that Seattle tape where they're toying with you. It looked like the bully on the playground taking the little kid's fist going, stop hitting yourself, stop hitting yourself, stop hitting yourself for 60 minutes because you have counted on Brock Purdy. Your franchise quarterback is not a franchise quarterback. He is a middle-of-the-league quarterback. He's never going to be more than that, but you're paying him like he's top 5. This will fail every single time, and that, my friends, is a word of warning to the team at number 16.
Number 16.
Bo Nix. You want to know what Denver's going to look like 3 years from now? Watch San Francisco. Because you're not proving to me that you're finding elite talent. Soaring Eagle sent a text into my show last night, and he said, the Broncos are going to go 12-5. I'll bet you anything you want they don't. Because I've looked at that schedule, and I've looked at the talent on that team and gone, it ain't getting better. It's not going to get better.
Mm-hmm.
Because right now he's very cheap. A lot of pieces on that team are cheap. They were on either 1 year or short-term prove-it deals, and you're about to get more expensive exponentially because guess who's going to get paid? Nick Bonito is going to get paid. And all of those other defensive pieces are going to get paid. John Franklin Myers is a free agent this year. Right now, how does that team win? Playing good defense, running the ball, Bo makes a handful of plays. That is your entire schematic of how you win.
Right.
You know what else that sounds like? San Francisco circa 3 years ago. And weird, they had talent. They had Debo, they had Juwan Jennings, they had Brandon Ayuk, they have George Kittle, they have Christian McCaffrey. You have none of those things.
Mm-hmm.
Now, do I think Bo Nix is better than Brock Purdy? Yes, I do. Do I think he's anywhere near some of these guys that are in front of him? No. No, I don't. And you haven't proven to me that you can put the pieces around him to facilitate these next 2 years. Because you got a 2-year window here where Denver can be evil. Because that defense is so good.
Mm-hmm.
And if Jahdae Barron can become a legit second corner on this team to where I don't just find Riley Moss and pick on him every single time I see him on the field, you can be a legit team. But I think Bo Nix is always going to be your limiter. Because how many high-level games have they played over the last 2 years where you just look at Bo Nix and go, he had 2 completions in the second half.
Mm-hmm.
8 minutes to go against Buffalo. He had 2 completions in the second half. You ever see Matthew Stafford do that? Do you ever see Joe Burrow do that?
No.
Do you even see Jared Goff do that? No. I think he did it once and everybody lost their minds.
I've seen Jalen Hurts
Bo Nix has done it 6 times in 2 years.
I've seen Jalen Hurts do it twice.
Jalen Hurts did it where he didn't complete and it still worked. So it's not an exact formula.
No, but this is a perfect spot for Bo Nix because I think he is the what do they call that? Like the quarter pole, right? Like he is that mark where you go, you know what? That's the top and the bottom. That's the these guys are good, and these guys not good. Because I think he's just fine. He's the Pittsburgh Steeler of quarterbacks.
Stephen Tao said he's won more games than Burrow in 2 years. Yeah, and Sam Darnold's won more than him.
Mm-hmm.
You want to play this game?
Mm-hmm.
Because I'll be honest with you, I was the loudest detractor of wins as a quarterback stat until now. Because I'm looking at the Brock Purdy's of the world and the Bo Nix going, okay, so their schedules are awful. So, yeah, you got some wins. Do I think you actually did anything? Not really.
Mm-hmm.
Your job is don't wreck this car every single week. That's all I'm asking you to do. And I think he can do that. But you've got to actually do something to get over the hump. This is an aberration. Of the let's look to the list. Of the 11, 12 best quarterbacks in the NFL, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of them were not in the playoffs this year. Yep. So, yeah, that covers Bo Nix pretty well. What happens when they all show up? And now I got to outduel Pat Mahomes, Lamar Jackson, Joe Burrow. Oh, he just outdueled Josh Allen, who turned it over 4 times himself. Team turned it over 5 times. And you still needed a god-awful call and 2 PIs at the end of a drive just to beat them.
Mm-hmm.
That should tell you everything you need to know. Josh Allen was an abject disaster and still almost beat you.
Yep.
In your house.
Yep. Coming in at number 15.
This one's going to catch some flack, but I'll explain to you why he's here.
Mm-hmm.
Baker Mayfield. Fact or fiction, Baker Mayfield is what Bo Nix should be striving to be.
Fact.
Baker's already there. I've already taken the surge in pay. I know where he sits. That contract's going to be of value compared to what Bo's going to get. That's why he's ahead of him to me.
Mm-hmm.
I think they're interchangeable pieces. If you took Bo Nix and put him in Tampa Bay, and you took Baker Mayfield and put him in Denver, does anything change with those two teams? Because I don't think it does. If anything, Denver's offense gets better. Tampa Bay has to lean on the run more.
I would say it.
And they'll turn the ball over less.
I would say it fractionally makes us worse, but only fractionally. It doesn't even. It wouldn't.
Not even enough to register.
It wouldn't even matter a win, right?
I would agree.
It wouldn't sway a thing. You might score 7 fewer points in the season. I don't know. I don't know if Bo has the dynamism that Baker does.
Bo Nix is Trent Dilfer on steroids. If the running game's really good, people forget J.K. Dobbins was in the top 3 of rushing yards when he got hurt.
Mm-hmm.
By the way, he might be back for Sunday. That just came out. They've opened up the window. He might be back Sunday. When this team was running the ball really well and the defense was that good, Bo Nix looked like a Pro Bowler. The minute you put it on Bo, watch what happens. Because I've seen it. I watched it happen in Jacksonville. And what did he turn into? A pumpkin.
Yep.
I'm not saying he's Malik Willis. I'm not saying he's I'm trying to think of the bad quarterbacks here. I'm not trying to tell you that he's Shedeur Sanders. He's a fine, average quarterback in the NFL.
Are you sure? Because we haven't gotten to Malik Willis on this list yet.
That's because he's not on this
and
list.
we're only at 15.
That's because he's not on this list.
Nate Shook or whatever his name was.
He left me shook with how unbelievably insane a list could be.
Sure. Malik Willis is the 13th best quarterback in the league. Somebody actually printed that out.
They wrote that down,
went,
put their name on it, and went, I'm through now.
This is good. This is good.
You run that and put my name on it. Do it.
Mm-hmm. You're in the Sportsocracy. And this is ESPN Asheville. No crazy rankings here.
But we're to the top 14. And I think it's going to make a lot of sense from here.
Just hard, honest truths we bring you. We'll be right back.
Miss the 2026 Ingles SoCon Basketball Championships at the Harris Cherokee Center, Asheville, March 5th through the 9th. 5 action-packed days, your favorite SoCon teams, 2 tickets to the NCAA tournament on the line. Bring your whole family for unforgettable fun, kids' activities, downtown events, nonstop excitement all week. Secure your spot now at SoConHoops.com or through the Harris Cherokee Center Asheville box office. Be a part of the madness before it's gone.
This show contains information subject to, but not limited to, personal takes, rumors, not so accurate stats, and plenty more. What's up, man? This your boy Nav Green from the Broken Play Podcast. Look, it's the end of the season. The playoffs are here. But guess what? It ain't the end of your season. You can always tune in with Broken Play Podcast with Nav Green on the Black Effect Podcast Network. Not a team who ain't going to the playoffs. The Chiefs.
Oh, it's a wrap.
It's time to rebuild. Open your free iHeartRadio app. Search Broken Play with Nav Green and listen now.
It's the moment you dream of. The moment you work for. Train for. Run wind sprints when nobody's watching for. The moment when hours of gym time, court time, prep time, all culminate into this time. The moment when millions of bounces, blocks, and boards all add up to this. Your moment. Ingles, we're with you every step of the way.
This is J.W. Whitley, General Manager at Parks Ford of Hendersonville. Our value of commitment. Committed to you as our customers and the community that we serve. To do better, be better every day. That's the Parks Promise. Experience the Parks Promise today at parksfordhendersonville.com.
Clarissa sells WNC as the #1 team in Buncombe County. We have the customer service experience to assist you in achieving your real estate goals. Our team offers something that 90% of listings in our market won't have, Zillow Showcase. Check us out at clarissasellswnc.com.
I'm Coley Duffy.
I'm Cody Ward.
And
we're the Chainsaw Brothers.
Actually, we're cousins. A few days after Helene, we was in the driveway having a couple beers, waiting on the power to come back on. And we heard so many people calling, needing trees removed, and couldn't afford it.
So I called my dad to borrow a chainsaw, and over the next few months, we cleared trees for our neighbors. Our business was born out of wanting to help Western North Carolina get back on our feet.
We are fully insured and licensed. We keep our promises, meaning if we say we're going to be there, we'll be there. In these parts, we live how we were raised.
When you call the Chainsaw Brothers, you're not a customer, you're family. We're good at what we do, and we do it for a reasonable cost.
For all your chainsaw needs, call the Chainsaw Brothers. 828-316-1013. Or find us on Facebook. See how we treat our family.
Are you still covered up with storm damage and debris?
Call us about our daily rates at 828-316-1013. That's 828-316-1013. We're the Chainsaw Brothers, and with our neighbors, we're Western North Carolina strong.
This is ESPN Asheville, Asheville's #1 sports station.
Coming up the middle on a blitz, he throws to the end zone, touchdown!
Beer City's Tar Heel station.
Off the back, iron! Wilson comes soaring in to dunk it home.
Home of the Sportsocracy.
He said, Kyle Shanahan asked, why isn't tic-tac-toe named Hugs and Kisses?
Hugs and Kisses.
Now that's all Take's going to call it.
Live from the Ingles studio, weekdays at noon, ESPN Asheville.
You gotta give me a little longer than that. Welcome back into the Sportsocracy. It's ESPN Asheville.
Tank walked in here with a piece of pizza hanging out of his mouth like a billy goat.
It's one of the perks of the job. They bring free food up here all the time.
I swear to God, I could put caramel in a tin can and he'd chew on it.
100%. Mm-hmm. If you go, this is free, you all know me.
I gave you free peanut butter in a jar. It had something weird in it.
I'm cheaper than the politicians toupee. I
I already finished it. Just don't tell me what was in it because we've gone past the point of me knowing.
You tell me it's free. It'd be something I don't even like. Hey, come get free poop sickles. And Tank's going to be like, it looks like chocolate. It's free.
Oh, God, you're a disgusting human. God, you're the reason they put locks on trash cans. You are
100%.
disgusting. God, can we get back to quarterbacks now, you heathen?
It is a Power Rankings Tuesday. Quarterback rankings after the 2025 season. We left off with Baker Mayfield at 15. So who's number 14?
Jordan Love, who is the exact same quarterback as number 13.
Number 13.
C.J. Stroud. Hey, you're the same guy. One of you has a way better defense than the other one. But both of you take really stupid chances that oddly enough pay off for you way more than they should until they don't. And when they don't, you get mushed in the playoffs. Green Bay, you looked really good for a half. Then what happened? Jordan Love showed back up.
Mm-hmm.
Jordan Love, Caleb Williams, C.J. Stroud, Baker Mayfield, all of these guys to me, you are the same guy. All I did from 17 to 13, so from Purdy, Nix, Mayfield, Love, Stroud, all I did was rank you backwards of physical talent. I think C.J. Stroud's the most physically talented of that group.
Okay.
Jordan Love is 2. Baker Mayfield is 3. Bo Nix is 4. Brock Purdy's 5. That's it. You're all smarter than Caleb Williams. Because Caleb Williams will still do that unbelievable thing that just sinks you time and time and time and time and time and time again.
Mm-hmm.
You 5 don't always do that. You just do it when you're pressed.
And in Jordan Love's case, you do it, but you get lucky more than anybody else I've seen.
I would argue Caleb Williams is right in that same boat.
I love
every great play I've ever seen Caleb Williams make. I look at it and go, "Do you realize how much bad led up to that?"
Oh yeah, that throw that he made in the playoff game to Komet, it was unbelievable.
I broke it down frame by frame for Tank before we did the live show yesterday, and I went frame by frame and went, "I want you to tell me where anything in this was good."
Mm-hmm.
We got all the way to the catch, and he went right there.
But the reaction to it was just like, oh, my God, we've never seen a quarterback do that before. I've seen Jordan Love do it 7 times this season.
Oh, yeah. Quarterbacks do it all the time. You know what changed it? The time it happened and that it worked.
Mm-hmm.
It happens to C.J. Stroud and Jordan Love, too. The difference is C.J. Stroud has Nico Collins. Jordan Love doesn't.
Right.
Jordan Love has 5 2s pushing 3s. And if you prop him up, he'll be a little better than this. If you don't prop him up, he'll be a little worse than this. But he ain't never getting any better.
Mm-hmm.
To me, he never breaks the top 10. Because he's not even in the ballpark, to me, of the guys in the top 10. And then we have 2 weird vets that I don't know what to do with.
Okay. Yeah,
because I don't think you can win with them. But I know they're good enough to be where they sit right here.
Number 12.
Jared Goff.
Okay. And number 11.
Dak Prescott. You are both good enough to put up numbers, lead a high-powered offense, but I do not think either one of you are winners. I don't. I don't think you're ever going to lead teams. Jared Goff's had the favorite in the NFC for what feels like 3 years. It's really probably been 2 and a bit.
Yeah.
Because we didn't really view them as the favorite 3 years ago.
Philadelphia.
They just kind of evolved into that, and then they fell on their face in the NFC Championship game.
Right.
It seems like the more pressure you put on Jared Goff, the more he folds.
Mm-hmm.
And that would scare me to death if I'm the Lions, because I'm looking around going, this team is good enough to win a Super Bowl. Your defense needs some help, but your offense, when it's clicking on all cylinders, is borderline unstoppable.
Mm-hmm. The problem is you don't have another choice. Problem is there's not a better option out there for you than Jared Goff. This isn't a situation where, we can just make a change and go get X. Jared is what he is. He is always going to be the guy that you think, you know what, this is great, and it's great while it's great. But that moment's coming where he's going to have the Jared Goff game.
He seems to be at the point of every decision that typhoons the Lions.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll be honest with you, I think Jared Goff and Dak Prescott at this point, I think you're the same person. You both put up numbers. The bigger the game, the more likely you are to just completely fold, and neither one of you has a defense that can prop you up.
Has Dak really done that, though? I mean, has he gotten in the playoffs
I think
and just
you have
completely sucked?
Do you remember the Green Bay game, what was that, 2 years ago?
Was that 2 years ago? I
Where
don't
they were down,
remember
I
that.
think, 38-7 in the first half?
I don't remember that.
I mean, he got annihilated. Absolutely unabashed. Let me see if I can pull up his game log for that.
Mm-hmm.
The funny
I'm
thing
sure it
about
was
Dak,
horrific
and
if you
this is,
remember it.
I mean, this is not a shot at Dallas Cowboy fans. You have to play in games that have that level of pertinence to them for you to fail in them.
Yeah, but I mean that's part of my thing with Dak is that I think Dak could be a capable winner, as you put it, but he's been with a team that just puts him in rough situations to come back from.
So the game I was referencing was in 2023. He went 41-60 for 403 yards, 3 touchdowns. I think they ran like 3 times in the second half.
Right.
He got sacked 4 times. He had a QBR of 43.7.
Mm-hmm.
You go back the year before that, in the game they lost in the playoffs, he was 23 of 37, threw 2 interceptions. He had a 53 QBR.
Okay.
I mean, I keep doing this, but I'll just go ahead and tell you, it's going to end this way every single time.
It was an honest question because I didn't know the answer because I haven't seen him in the playoffs enough to have it register in my head that he blows that opportunity for his team.
2021, 32.4 QBR in their playoff loss to the 49ers. He was sacked 5 times and he threw an interception.
Mm-hmm. It's because by the time you get to the playoffs, I already don't believe in you, and so I don't really care how it ends because I know how it's going to end. Dak's a really good regular season quarterback who can beat up on mediocre to bad teams. Never seen it happen in the playoffs, though.
We have a follow-up in the YouTube chat. Soaring Eagle said, I didn't say we would go 12-5. I said if we go 12-5. Good point. He did. Also, you have Bo below Baker Mayfield and C.J. Stroud. Why? C.J. Stroud's pretty easy because he's a better quarterback. I mean, he's a more talented quarterback. All you have to do is watch him.
Mm-hmm.
There, at no point do you ever see Bo Nix and go, he's better athletically, physical gifts, physical tools than C.J. Stroud. Did he have an absolute turd in the playoffs, and that's the second time he's done it? Yeah, he did. He did. He also got hit, I think, 19 times. Bo's behind a very cushy offensive line that C.J. Stroud doesn't have.
Mm-hmm.
Baker Mayfield, if you want to argue that one, I'm not. I mean, I have him one spot behind him because I think Baker has accomplished more, and he's survived. The problem I have with quarterbacks like Bo Nix is they don't tend to survive in this league very well. Because we start to figure you out, you take those hits because you're just hyper competitive. Bo's a coach's kid, so I mean, if you want to flip those two, I'm not going to yell at you over it. I think they're 1A, 1B.
Mm-hmm.
But C.J. Stroud, that one for me is not even close. It's not close with Jordan Love. It's not close with Jared Goff. It's not close with Dak Prescott.
Yeah. That brings us to the top 10. We go ahead and take the break. When we come back, we'll get into the top 10 quarterbacks after the 2025 NFL season here in the Sportsocracy on ESPN Asheville.
ESPN Asheville, your mountain weather forecast.
Mostly sunny skies and colder force out here this afternoon. Winds gusting out of the north-northwest at times to 20 miles per hour or more. Highs mid-30s. 19 tonight. Breezy and milder for tomorrow with increasing afternoon clouds on Wednesday. High temperatures in the upper part of the 40s. Slight chance for late rain or freezing rain Wednesday night into early Thursday. Sunshine mixing in with the clouds Thursday afternoon, low 50s. I'm Ken Boone with the Weather Channel.
This report is sponsored by Healthy Choice.
For healthy, delicious food, you don't have to eat out. You can enjoy delicious meals from Healthy Choice, like their Simply Steamers grilled chicken and broccoli Alfredo, at home. With tasty, tender chicken, crisp veggies, and 28 grams of protein, it's what having it all tastes like.
Meet Morgan Jones. Morgan is about to step into a world unknown to most, thanks to Progressive's Renters Insurance, a place of fresh linens and turn-down service. You see, Morgan temporarily vacated her apartment and has gone to a hotel because a pipe burst in her apartment. A pipe that made her sense of reality and apartment ceiling all come crashing down. Luckily, Morgan checked into Progressive's Protection Zone. Get a quote at Progressive.com. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company affiliates and third-party insurers.
The free iHeartRadio app is the #1 app for radio.
And the one thing you won't have to worry about this year, the price going up.
That's because the app is and always has been free.
Get what millions already have.
The free iHeartRadio app, the #1 app for radio.
Sure, you know Appalachian Motor Coach is the official shuttle sponsor of the Living the Dream Tailgate Tour. But did you know that they can get you anywhere in style? Weddings, bachelorette parties, corporate gatherings, family reunions. Appalachian Motor Coach makes the ride part of the fun. Luxury seating, climate control, and none of the stress of parking or driving. Appalachian Motor Coach gets you there relaxed, on time, and ready for the party. For more information, visit them at AppalachianMotorCoach.com. Appalachian Motor Coach, the best memories start on the ride.
Mountain Graphics and Showtime Sports have teamed up under a new local owner to serve our community with the finest custom apparel and unique branded items at the best price. Mountain Graphics and Showtime Sports can customize whatever you, your team, or your local group may need with high-quality screen printing, embroidery, and laser engraving. Visit mtngraphicsavl.com or showtimesportsavl.com. That's mtngraphicsavl.com or showtimesportsavl.com for your local one-stop custom apparel shops.
Clarissa sells WNC as the #1 team in Buncombe County. We have the customer service experience to assist you in achieving your real estate goals. Our team offers something that 90% of listings in our market won't have, Zillow Showcase. Check us out at clarissasellswnc.com.
This is J.W. Whitley, General Manager at Parks Ford of Hendersonville. Our value of commitment. Committed to you as our customers and the community that we serve. To do better, be better every day. That's the Parks Promise. Experience the Parks Promise today at parksfordhendersonville.com.
Welcome to the Ingalls Table, a delicious destination with recipes galore. Need to whip up a dessert, entree, side dish? No problem. The experts from the Ingalls Table take you through it step by step with expert tips and advice along the way. Find the Ingalls Table at ingalls-markets.com or swing by the store and pick up your free copy of the Ingalls Table magazine. And let's get cooking. Ingalls, low prices, love the savings.
Please tell me the camera was on for that. Jeremy, so the sales team, they're having a meeting in there, and they went out and they got Pizza pizza. I never had Pizza pizza, by the way. 2 thumbs up. But it is the largest slices of pizza you've ever seen in your life. It's like was it a 20-something inch pie or something like that? I think they're huge. Anyway, Jeremy just shoved 3/4 of a piece of that pizza in his mouth right before we went on the air. And he's still not done chewing, despite the fact that we've been back now for over a minute.
Hashtag built different.
Oh, my God. You better slow down. You're going to choke there, big man. Oh, my goodness.
I know what I'm doing. It's not my first day.
Welcome back into the Sportsocracy. It is a Power Rankings Tuesday. We got 10 more quarterbacks to talk about after the 2025 season.
I've been eating pizza my whole life. I'm used to when it turns into a trapezoid. That's a one-biter. That was a big-ass trapezoid.
Yes. There's a lot of surface area on that pizza.
That was I did that before I thought about it because I don't want to leave this sitting on the desk because pizza. Mm-hmm. Pizza has pepperoni. Pepperoni comes with grease and got stuff that I don't want grease on. Yes. So
I think we're to the point where if your pizza shop starts with pie, it's good.
Awesome.
It's good. Pie Squared is one of my favorite places. I got that Detroit pizza.
I did decide in the break we are going to run after I return from Shrine and Senior. We're going to find the best slice in Asheville.
Oh, I like it.
And then we're going to do it in Greenville. And then we're going to do it in Atlanta and Charlotte and Knoxville. Yeah!
Power Rankings Tuesday here in the Sportsocracy. Number 10 on the quarterbacks list.
I don't care if Dave Portnoy does it. I want to do it gooder. Sam Darnold, Sammy D, MVP.
But he doesn't put up the stats. Boo.
12 for 17, 124 yards.
14 wins, 2 years in a row. You know who else has done that ever? It's a very short list. It's a piece of paper with Tom Brady's name on it. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, I'm going to put that one in the win column for me.
Look, he just lucked out to go to 2 great situations where he had receivers to throw to.
It's weird. Good quarterbacks tend to do that. Gambit fan said, I swear I will disappear if Sam Darnold wins the Super Bowl.
There's a bunch of us that better. I was explaining to Christiana earlier today how just unabashedly humble he's going to be. We'll never live it down. I feel like we're already at that point. He'll never let us forget.
No.
But if Sam Darnold wins a Super Bowl, he may come in with a tiki skirt and a shell bra on and just do the full Chris Farley dance.
I will cover myself in country crock and slide down Tunnel Road.
I don't know that you should do that. There's a lot of needles down Tunnel Road.
Oh, Tunnel's a bad idea.
Yeah.
Weaverville Parkway.
That's better, cleaner, much better choice.
Go north, young man.
Yeah. We don't need you getting hepatitis. Ain't no fun. Number 9.
Gambit said, now quarterbacks are now wins are a quarterback stat. When you did something no one's ever done before, then it becomes it's still not great, but it is ironic that he did it with 2 different teams. He's the only common thread there. Weird. Number 9, Jaden Daniels. I didn't know exactly where to put him.
This feels safe.
I agree. And I'm not going to lie. The next 2 were the 2 that I identified because originally I had him at 7. I don't think the injuries are going to be lingering, but what if they are? If they are, he should probably be about 13. I'm going to hope that they're not. And so I kind of split the difference and put him at 9 because I think he's more talented than Sam Darnold. So for me, Sam's high watermark has always been how talented he is. Don't look at the results. Don't look at any of those things. Just watch the film on the things he can control. Jaden Daniels is better than him. He's more mobile. I think he has a better arm. Sam's better in some subtle nuance, but I think Jaden's coming along. This is a blip year.
Yeah.
Every once in a while, blip years happen.
My apologies.
Yes, especially when you encounter the Tank Spencer kiss of death.
At number 8.
8 and 7 are the same player.
Okay.
Justin Herbert.
Number 7.
Trevor Lawrence. They can kind of look alike. They both look like giraffes running at full speed. At certain times, they've both had golden, luscious hair. And one of them has a smoke show girlfriend. The other one's got a smoke show wife. You tell me the difference.
It's the same guy.
I mean, you tell me the difference. I think Justin Herbert's a little tougher. Trevor Lawrence is more talented. I like the offensive weapons around Lawrence. I probably like the brain of Herbert better. And I don't know that either one of them are ever going to win squat. That's what scares me.
But they'll make it fun getting there. They can surely keep it entertaining. Trevor and Justin Herbert are the same person. I didn't think I'd hear that today, and it sit on my brain and make sense.
Because it makes all the sense in the world.
It does.
Every time you believe in them, they let you down. One of the weirdest playoff games I've ever seen in my life was the 2 of them playing against each other because they couldn't figure out which one was going to duke themselves harder.
Right. Trevor threw 4 in the first half, and
Herbert threw 3 in the second half.
Yeah.
I mean, now that part,
rough.
yes, that does scare me to death.
As it should.
But then you look at these other guys. I mean, who behind them do I – Jaden, if you want to argue that one, cool. I got injuries with Jaden that are now scaring me. That's why – and I can easily draw you line A or point A to point B. Here's the line. This is why I couldn't cross it.
Well, look, nobody's flawless, right? And everybody's got their warts. These guys have a tendency to – blow big moments and give games away. Number 7.
Oh, 7 was Trevor Lawrence.
I mean, 6. Excuse me.
Matthew Stafford. Do you think he rides off into the sunset if the Rams win a Super Bowl?
Yes.
I kind of do too, but I don't think they're going to. I believe he wins the MVP.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not convinced he should. I still think Drake May fares very favorably in those. Oh, I don't care. Most valuable player. There's no comma in that. There's no but. There's no, well, if one of them's older, we'll give it to the old one because he may never win it. I don't care. He's 37 years old. He's barely ever gotten a vote for this thing. I don't care if he never wins one. Which one do you think was better? For me, it's Drake May. If you say it's Matthew Stafford, I get it. I don't think he's shown that way for the last month.
Mm-hmm.
I get that the playoffs don't count. But at the end of the day, there's still very few quarterbacks that I trust more than Matthew Stafford.
Yeah. I love Matthew Stafford. As you all know, I think there are few quarterbacks in this league that are as clutch as Matthew Stafford is. And when it comes down to what do you need late in the game, he's a guy that I trust is going to get it for me. And I think he's going to test the limits of the Seattle Seahawks in the NFC Championship game.
I said that last night. You sleep on Matthew Stafford at your own risk.
Mm-hmm. Oh, well, he hasn't looked good. Well, I mean, he's had some struggles the last couple of games. He is 40 years old, so you need to, give him a little bit of credit for as much wear as he's put on his body this year without significant rest. Of course, it's going to look clunky at the end. Winners win, and I would not put it past him to pull out a last-second, I won't say miracle, just a last-second comeback against the Seattle Seahawks, go to another Super Bowl. You win one there against the New England Patriots and just ride off into the sunset and be done with it.
So I'm going to ask you a question about Matthew Stafford.
Yes, sir.
60 QBR. That's historically been either your top 8, top 10, top 12 every year.
Yes.
In the last 10 years, how many times has Matthew Stafford had a QBR better than 60?
In the last 10 years?
Mm-hmm. 2 teams, 2 completely different franchises.
I'll say 8.
That's exactly right. It's exactly right, and he had injuries in the 2 that he did.
He has always been a dude. People just didn't respect him because he had Megatron, and they didn't win anything together because they were in Detroit.
The last time he didn't do it was in 2022, and that was the year he missed half the year, and he wasn't right even when he came back.
Mm-hmm.
The previous year was 2018, and I think he was hurt the entire year. You have to go back to 2015 to get another instance of that. It's shocking how good this guy has been consistently, and he just doesn't really get the credit that I think he deserves.
Well, no, because we spent the first 8 years of his career determining or debating whether or not he's an elite quarterback or not.
Because he was on a bad team.
Exactly. The wins weren't there. There's your quarterback wins stat again. The quarterback wins stats weren't there, but the play was. You just couldn't see it for all the losing.
Stephen Tao said swap Stafford and May. Do you think they get there with each other's teams?
Yeah.
I kind of do.
Yeah, I think they do.
I kind of do. The only thing that would scare me is that means Matthew Stafford has to play outside, and he's a house cat. It also means Drake May is playing inside, and he could have been better that way.
Possibly. At number 5.
Joe Burrow. I didn't know where else to put him. In terms of talent, I could make the argument he's won.
Mm-hmm.
But at some point, your greatest ability has to be your availability. And he's just hurt a lot.
Mm-hmm. I can't trust a guy to stay healthy. That means I can't really trust him to run my franchise. I'm not saying anybody, you'd be dumb to try to move off a guy like that. I'm just glad that I don't have to deal with it.
Well, the funny thing is that he's been in the league 6 years. He's been hurt 3 times.
Mm-hmm.
That's not actually as bad as it sounds, especially when you look at the fact that he's been sacked. Actually, you know what? I don't want to tell you the number here. I want to see how close you can come. Joe Burrow's played 77 games. How many times has he been sacked in 77 games?
132.
What's your final answer?
145.
213.
Jesus. That's a lot.
Mm-hmm. He's pushing 3 sacks a game. That's insane.
Mm-hmm.
When you really think about it, that is absolutely, unabashedly insane. Josh Allen, by comparison, has played 128 games. So that's, 51 more than Joe Burrow? He's been sacked 16 more times.
Mm-hmm.
He's at 229. That tells you everything you need to know. I mean, Joe Burrow's getting killed. I'll be honest with you. I've said this for a long time. If I was Joe Burrow, I'd go to Cincinnati. I don't give a damn what it costs you. You will get me out of here.
Mm-hmm.
Because I'm going to play for a team that will spend the money. Either you're going to spend it or you will get me out of here. There is no in between. Yeah. He seems to be more of a team guy than that, but I think it's going to be at the expense of his legacy.
Mm-hmm. 4 quarterbacks left. Number 4.
Lamar Jackson. I'm going to tell you something that has been floating around the interwebs, and I cannot tell you definitively that it's incorrect. There is a possibility that Lamar Jackson's played his last game for the Baltimore Ravens.
Wow.
I have heard this so much that I went down the rabbit hole and realized, man, this contract was written in a way that Baltimore can get out for virtually nothing.
Really?
Depends on what somebody's willing to give. If somebody comes in and says, we'll give you 3 first-round picks for Lamar Jackson,
done.
I'd do it in a heartbeat.
I'd do it in a heartbeat if I was the other team. Las Vegas Raiders, I'm staring at you. Do it.
The only thing is if they do that, that means Fernando Mendoza is going to be with the New York media for the next 5 years, and I could see that being a disaster.
No, the Ravens will get that pick.
I'm not giving you one. Oh, we might flip because you do have, what's Baltimore got? 14?
Something like that.
It's 14. I might be in this draft. I might be willing to flip.
Mm-hmm. But I mean, that's the cost.
I'm not saying it's going to happen. I'm just saying the smoke on that. There's a certain point where those rumors live in the dark recesses of the internet, and you go, "Oh yeah, you know what? My source is that I made it up." Yeah, this one's starting to feel like it's not made up. Because it's coming from weird places. Weird connected parts of the NFL.
It's very strange.
I haven't had anybody tell me that they've had discussions, they've been involved in discussions. I just keep hearing it from people that I find to be really smart, and it has to be coming from somewhere.
Number 3.
Drake May.
It's quite a climb for a kid that might have been, 15, 16 before the season started?
Drake May is the only quarterback in the NFL that's currently playing in the NFL right now that will ever find himself at 1 or 2. That's not 1 or 2 currently. I don't think anybody else in this league has the top end to get there. Because with Lamar, I think the injuries will always be a problem.
Mm-hmm.
Burrow, the injuries will always be a problem. Stafford, it's going to be the age. Lawrence and Herbert, you're going to have to show me something in the playoffs before we could even discuss this. Jaden Daniels is the one that I looked at and went, I'm not ready to say that quite about you.
Mm-hmm.
But then I asked myself the question, will Jaden Daniels ever get over Drake May and the 2 guys left on this list? And I could not find a way that he does. I can see him getting to 4. I can't see him getting any higher than that.
Yeah.
And that's the weird thing is that you look at all the young quarterbacks in the league and go, I do not see a future star here.
No.
If you're not in the top 10, I don't see one of you that's going to jump in next year. I mean, you might get in at 10. Sam, let's say he slides down a spot, or, Stafford retires and one of you slide in. But in terms of a legit elite quarterback, I don't see one.
Yeah. I don't either. Number 2.
Josh Allen.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody circles the drain like the Buffalo Bills. I think he's the most physically gifted quarterback in the league. I also think he is starting to reek of desperation.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, the crying on the podium, I mean, I know a lot of people saw that as vulnerable. I saw it as weakness. I saw it as frustration of I'm never going to get over that. To me, looked like a defeated. And you tell me if
it's a disappointment in yourself.
I get being disappointed. Yeah. Disappointed's one thing. That looked like a man that went, I know I just burned my best chance to do this because I'm going to have to beat Lamar, Drake, Pat, Joe, all these guys moving forward. I had virtually none of them in my way here. I had Drake. That was it. The rest of them were gone. And he just looked defeated. It looked to me that looked like Jim Kelly after the second Super Bowl loss, where he just went, I don't think there's anything we can do. Mm-hmm. We can keep getting here. I'm going to fight to keep getting here. But when we get here, I don't think there's anything we can do.
Yeah. And then that leaves number 1.
Patrick Mahomes.
Ho-hum. Still the best in the league.
I still think he's the best quarterback in the league.
I mean, he played at MVP levels with a team that sucked this year.
He carried a bad team on his shoulders and kept them in playoff contention until 3 weeks left of the season.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll be honest with you, they weren't good at anything. The offensive line wasn't good. The running game was terrible. The wide receivers were mediocre at best, and the defense wasn't any good.
Right.
And you carried them. I get it. They went 6-11. I get it. Your roster finally caught up to you. The NFL is built for things like what happened this year to Kansas City to happen to good teams. Mm-hmm. That's why we have a salary cap. That's why we have dead cap money. That's why we have all of the things to keep us from having dynasties. You willing to bet on Kansas City not getting back there next year?
Nope.
Because I'm not. Because I'm looking at all their issues going, pretty easy for me to figure out you're going to address that one at 9. You're going to address that one in free agency. You're going to address that one on day 2. And, man, that roster is going to look way different next year.
Mm-hmm.
And Pat loads up to do it again, and now he's got a bunch of young buddies that are going to be here for the next 4 to 5 years.
Yep. Great ownership, great front office, great coaching, great quarterbacks. They're not quite undefeated, but pretty damn close.
And now you get back Eric Bieniemy. You know Matt Nagy's got to be looking around going, wait, I didn't get hired there, right? What are we going to do now?
He's going to Tennessee.
Did you hear the story about Borgonzi in Tennessee? It was a fight between ownership and Borgonzi because he wanted Matt Nagy because he was comfortable with him.
Mm-hmm.
Then Saleh comes in and the ownership goes, nope, we're hiring Xerxes. And now Borgonzi's going, well, he was so impressive in that second interview. You know, I saw their way of thinking. No, you didn't. You got told, we're not hiring your buddy. You know why? Because your buddy sucks. Because you get him away from Andy Reid, and he's not any good. Shocker
of shockers! After he went through that whole purpose, that whole process of trying to explain at the beginning of the search, we're going to get away from the Kansas City tree.
Yeah, and then what did he do? He shook the Kansas City tree and found the one rotten apple at the bottom. And now Matt Nagy gets to go be the quarterback's coach for the. Oh, who has a former Kansas City coach? There's one somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
I'll think of one.
I was going to.
I just love that
the Toronto Argonauts.
His contract expired, and Kansas City went, "No, we're good." Eric Bieniemy, come back. We're not interviewing anybody else. It's just you.
Right. You are in the Sportsocracy. It's ESPN Asheville, 92.9 FM, 880 AM, and 1400. Thanks for joining us here on this Power Rankings Tuesday. Don't forget to go check out all of the activity on the social medias at the Sportsocracy on all of the platforms. Go out and share and like those videos. We're doing our damnedest to beat the algorithms, so you can help us do that.
Also doing our best to beat the snow and the ice. Enjoy Snowmageddon. I'll be dealing with Jack Frost just
as everybody's plans this weekend, they're all kind of up in the air right now. We'll give you an update tomorrow.
Hell, we may just put a camera up in the Airbnb in Dallas and go, hey, you want to hang out with us because we can't do anything else.
We'll see you right back here on ESPN Asheville tomorrow at noon.
ESPN Asheville, your mountain weather forecast.
Mostly sunny skies and colder force out here this afternoon. Winds gusting out of the north-northwest at times to 20 miles per hour or more. Highs mid-30s. 19 tonight. Breezy and milder for tomorrow with increasing afternoon clouds on Wednesday. High temperatures in the upper part of the 40s. Slight chance for late rain or freezing rain Wednesday night into early Thursday. Sunshine mixing in with the clouds Thursday afternoon, low 50s. I'm Ken Boone with the Weather Channel.
This report sponsored by the experts at Howard Hanna Beverly Hanks Real Estate, the real estate leader in Western North Carolina.
Howard Hanna Beverly Hanks Real Estate is not like other real estate companies. They're built differently. As the #1 family-owned real estate company in the U.S., proven expertise and personalized service delivers results. Let them show you how at Howard Hanna Beverly Hanks.
Every weekday, this is what you'll sound like after winning $1,000 in bonus bucks.
Oh my goodness! Oh, nice! I can't believe it!
Get ready to win right here.
Win $1,000 on ESPN Asheville.
Explore a career as a correctional officer. NC Department of Adult Correction is hiring with state benefits and paid vacation. Becoming a correctional officer can be a rewarding first step along a public safety career. Visit dac.nc.gov/cojobs.
Your one stop for advertising? Call 844-844-iHeart.
Now that a new year is here, start 2026 by showing your gratitude. iHeartRadio's Thank a Teacher, powered by Donors Choose, celebrating the incredible impact of public school educators. Nominate an outstanding teacher in your life who's gone above and beyond for their students to be among the winners of $5,000 to stock their classroom. Teachers give their time, money, and hearts to help students succeed. Help us say thank you to the educators shaping our future. Get all the info and nominate a teacher who goes the extra mile today at iHeartRadio.com/teachers.
Clarissa sells WNC as the #1 team in Buncombe County. We have the customer service experience to assist you in achieving your real estate goals. Our team offers something that 90% of listings in our market won't have: Zillow Showcase. Check us out at clarissasellswnc.com.
This football season, Bear Smokehouse Barbecue is where the fans feast. Catch every game Thursday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday on big screens with booming sound, cold drinks, and the best barbecue in town. Bring your crew and tackle the game day grub package. A dozen wings, a pound of pork or chicken, a full rack of ribs, 3 pints of sides, and slider rolls, feeding 4 hungry fans. Whether you're cheering for touchdowns or just here for the ribs, Bears is the ultimate game day destination. Bears Barbecue in downtown Asheville, your home for football, where the fans feast.
Do better, be better every day. That's the Parks Promise. Our mission, to improve lives with every interaction. This is JW, General Manager at Parks Ford Hendersonville. Experience the Parks Promise today at parksfordhendersonville.com. That's parksfordhendersonville.com.
Did you know that Ingles sells more organics than any other grocery store? Or that they run their own dairy? Or that they only serve USDA Choice and Prime meat? Or that they donate 3,956 meals a day to local food banks? Well, now you do. It's all in the bag.
The Sportsocracy.
These guys are a f***ing disgrace.
It's the moment you dream of. The moment you work for. Train for. Run wind sprints when nobody's watching for. The moment when hours of gym time, court time, prep time, all culminate into this time. The moment when millions of bounces, blocks, and boards all add up to this. Your moment. Ingles, we're with you every step of the way.
This football season, Bear Smokehouse Barbecue is where the fans feast. Catch every game Thursday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday on big screens with booming sound, cold drinks, and the best barbecue in town. Bring your crew and tackle the game day grub package. A dozen wings, a pound of pork or chicken, a full rack of ribs, 3 pints of sides, and slider rolls, feeding 4 hungry fans. Whether you're cheering for touchdowns or just here for the ribs, Bears is the ultimate game day destination. Bears Barbecue in downtown Asheville, your home for football, where the fans feast.
Selling your home? Don't settle for average. Our real estate team at Clarissa Sells WNC and eXp Realty offers Zillow Showcase, an exclusive AI-powered listing experience available to just the top 10% of all listings in our area. With immersive media, cutting-edge design, and elevated marketing, Showcase listings, they go pending quicker and sell for up to $9,000 more than standard listings. Ready to stand out in a crowded market? Give our team a call today, 828-774-6343, because your home deserves the spotlight.
Sure, you know Appalachian Motor Coach is the official shuttle sponsor of the Living the Dream Tailgate Tour. But did you know that they can get you anywhere in style? Weddings, bachelorette parties, corporate gatherings, family reunions, Appalachian Motor Coach makes the ride part of the fun. Luxury seating, climate control, and none of the stress of parking or driving. Appalachian Motor Coach gets you there relaxed, on time, and ready for the party. For more information, visit them at AppalachianMotorCoach.com. Appalachian Motor Coach. The best memories start on the ride.
Portions of the following program were pre-recorded.
Asheville's #1 sports station, ESPN Asheville, WPEK, W225CJ Fairview, WMXF Waynesville, an iHeart radio station.